That was to the dude who came into the comments and said, Ronbo, that Niner yell, he needs to stop doing that and let the pro do it. That's my yell. What do you mean, what pro? It's my yell. I need nobody else to do my yell. Well, they can do it. I mean, I'm just saying, but what do you mean let a pro do it? It's my yell. Anyway, you can tell I took exception to that, huh? By the way, tonight, it's funny, I was going to say we pay homage as we watch Jimmy G head off for new adventures in the NFL. But, boy, ain't no way we going to get no homage. Well, there's some of us like Jimmy. So, I thought I'd open up the mics tonight and allow people to come in and voice their opinion about, now that it's official, Jimmy G will be making his exit, and according to him, he sounds pretty happy about it too, understandably. But when you look back on the Niners' former quarterbacks who left San Francisco before retirement, Jimmy Garoppolo's style, grace, and apparent good home raising, coupled with the sincerity and professionalism of the Niners front offices, is something to applaud from where the Niners faithful sits. Compared to a few quarterback separations from this organization we've watched in horror, Colin Kaepernick, you got to believe that this is kind of nice, actually. It seems like all the love that rippled through that locker room for the last 2-3 years, it just flows right on into these situations that aren't such happy situations, not even football related. But this organization has become special. We don't have, when you look at some organizations and all the infighting going on and the screaming and leaving, and it's just weird. The 49ers is just, it's going to draw up free agents too if we have any money to sign it. But tonight, we'll be taking your phone call for your thoughts on the Jimmy Garoppolo display of pure cool as both he and the Niners prepare for a new beginning. Something I found disturbing today, I'm going to wait till I get more details on it. Solomon Wilcox at Solomon's Wisdom on Twitter, right? 49ers fired assistant HC and NTE coach John Embry, who developed fifth-round pick George Kittle, as we all know, being asked to take a 60% pay cut is how they now fire minority coaches today. Hashtag NFL, hashtag 49ers. I need to know more about that. I don't believe. The 49ers have been the front runners of absolute diversifying this whole organization. I find that, I'm hoping that's just slanderous. That can't be right. But to ask a man to take a 60% pay cut, you're pretty much telling him we'd like for you to leave, right? I mean, would you take a 60% pay cut at any job that you're doing? It's over a half. So I just want to throw that out there. We'll see how this develops. I'm sure there's going to be more, because I don't think the 49ers are going to sit back after they hear about that tweet and just let that ride. So, but anyway, Jimmy Garoppolo did not save his goodbyes for any other day. It looks official. As I say, JG played his final game with the 49ers this past Sunday. All that remains are the details, such as where he is heading next and what the 49ers will receive in return. The Niners can be expected to give Garoppolo and his representation permission to seek a trade so that his next team will have the opportunity to sign him to a contract extension. JG has 1 year remaining on the 5-year deal he signed with the Niners in March of 2018. But meanwhile, Niners GM John Lynch will try to negotiate a fair trade while keeping JG informed at every step of the process, as they've been doing. And JG said yesterday in a video call with the Bay Area reporters, I think they're trying to do the best for me. I'm trying to do the best for them. We're working together on that. We really haven't made too much progress on it. But I think that things will start happening here pretty quickly. We've done right by each other throughout this whole relationship. They've been very upfront. John has been awesome about it, just the communication part of it. We'll work it out one way or another. I think both sides will be happy in the end, unquote. So it's already, that's pretty much as underway as you're going to see. I mean, it's not any more underway than that, right? And JJ knew the plan when the Niners made the trade to number 3 in the overall 2021 NFL draft was to spend one final season as a starter before the keys were turned over to Trey Lance. Garoppolo had no trade clause for the 2021 league year. Knew he entered the season with nothing to lose in what would likely be his final year with the Niners. Jimmy continued saying, quote, "It honestly made things simpler in some ways because it took the weight off my shoulders. And now I could just go play football, enjoy this last year with the guys and create as many relationships as I could. And that's why I tried to do this year. And I think it worked out pretty well," unquote. Relationship with the Niners. Can you imagine? I thought about that when he said that. Says, okay, so anytime we have any trouble with any free agencies, Jimmy's going to be on the phone. Hey, come on over to Pittsburgh. Come on over to Nevada. I mean to Broncoville. I mean, I don't know where he's going. There's a lot of speculation, but Garoppolo had a strong regular season, but finished the season on a downward turn after sustaining that torn ligament in his right thumb. That took place on December 23rd against the Titans. Garoppolo said he is scheduled to see a specialist and get more opinions on the coming days. He's hoping to be able to avoid a surgical procedure to repair the torn ulnar collateral ligament. JG said there's absolutely a part of him that is looking for a fresh start, away from the constant chatter about whether he or Lance is the best person for the present and future of the organization. I guess I would get tired. He never reacted to it. I mean, you never could tell by his actions that it was getting on his nerves, but you knew it had to be a little bit. Come on. Of course it does. He sounds relieved to be relieved, saying, quote, "I got a long career ahead of me. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the opportunities to come. I just want to go to a place where they want to win, and that's what I'm in this game for. I'm here to play football. I'm here to win football games. As long as I got that and good people around me, I think the rest will take care of itself," unquote. No matter what you say or think about Jimmy Garoppolo, or a lot of people have decided that the only reason he won is because of in spite of him. That's pure folly. You can't fake it to that kind of record. Garoppolo's got a lot of wins to match up with not that many losses. Kyle Shanahan, Garoppolo may have actually kept him out of the refrigerator this year by playing the whole season. You figure a quarterback, the only 2 seasons he plays, one they go to the Super Bowl, and the other they get to the NFC Championship. It's tough to do that. It just really is. So he's going to get, even if he's nothing but a lucky charm, he's not Irish, so he's Italian, right? Even if he's just a lucky charm. If I'm an owner, I'm thinking, you know what? How's the rest of the team look? Solid. Get him over here. Let's just give him a tryout and see how he mixes with the rest of the guys on this team. He may not be able to play football great, but he sure does win. And this would be my thinking if I was an owner, But Garoppolo was asked about the option, the possibility of remaining with the 49ers. He said that, quote, "I'll never close every door completely. I think there's a possibility of anything. We need to have those conversations here in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, and really get the ball rolling on that. It's hard to put all the scenarios into play right now, but I think those things will work themselves out. I've had a great time here with the Niners organization, with the faithful. Everything here has been awesome. There's been some ups and downs, obviously, but we'll see what happens, I guess," unquote. Fam, I really feel like we're losing a class act. I've never seen anything like this on any team. He's all happy and giggly. I suspect, as I say, it's part of being, even though he always reacted as if he wasn't aware of the real severe unappreciation of him. I'm pretty sure he knew about it. I mean, he didn't. Other people who were reading media and everything else, they were telling him. And that's got to get to you. It's got to. But his teammates supported him. I mean, it was just, there was no unconditional the whole time. People say, "Oh, what were they supposed to say?" No, you don't. I don't have to lie. If I don't like Garoppolo, then I'm not coming up to the podium. I'm not coming. I'm not. I ain't got any comment on that. I'll just say something like that. I'm not gonna go singing all these praises about a guy. I couldn't even fake that. So when they say what they said about Garoppolo, I believe it. At the conclusion of His 17-minute video called Bay Area Reporters, he thanked the local media, calling it a fun 4 years. And they gave him an award for being one of the most cooperative people to talk to by the media. He saved his final words, though, to express appreciation for the support he received from the team's fans, or at the few of us that appreciated his efforts. Hey, he's going to say, Faithful, thank you very much for everything. It's been crazy, man. Just all the comebacks and Levi's comebacks on the road, ups and downs. It's been a hell of a ride, guys. I love you guys. See ya. Unquote. Jimmy, see ya, man. I'm still going to follow Jimmy G wherever he goes. Just to applaud him. I hope he wins. Not against us, but I hope he does win. You know, though, the time is going to come when we'll probably clash with him if he can stay off the IR and stay with any team. Can you imagine? Oh, I said, God, here he comes. Oh, he's going to really be after us just because. And, because it's human nature. Okay, you guys, excuse me, I got a new job. I got to come out here and I got to kick ass. So, it's my job, guys. It's just the way it is. And, of course, our defensive line is going to say, Jimmy, it's just our job. Don't take it personally. Fam, hey, as I say, open up the phone tonight. Anything you want to say about our quarterback, our ex-quarterback now leaving for greener pastures or wherever he's going to go next. And Daniel said, no way the NFL allows the 49ers to beat the Bengals 3 times in a Super Bowl, especially with a future star at quarterback. That's not smart business. Daniel Serrano, Barack O'Leary, Kyle Williams, this fake Oz ungrateful fan base. I know. It's okay. And you know what? Tomorrow everything can come into clear focus because Barack O'Leary says, show says he'd. I go, you guys can read that one for yourself. Oh, God. Robert Slavin, what's up with Bosa taking a leak in public? Robert, you know what? I think. Did you see the photo? I don't even think that was really Bosa. I think it was some guy trying to get Bosa in trouble. I mean, Green Bay says, you know what? We don't need no Nick Bosa there running down Aaron Rodgers. So, let's see if we can get him kicked off the game before he even gets started. I want to shout out to the Rams fans are running around talking major crap now. They've turned into the Seahawks. I was going down through the comments yesterday. They are so cocky. Can you imagine after losing 6 times in a row, we're going to talk trash? Well, you got a lot of nerve. A lot of nerves. Oh, one thing I want to mention tonight. Listen, when I say our time is up, our time is up, fam. If I say we got to go on the phone, please observe the 5 to 5.5 minute rule because production has made it clear to me they are going to shut us down. The reason that being, so we're getting email. People are waiting for like an hour, 2 hours. If you continue to go over the line of time, then that means that adds to their weight. And it's gonna affect everybody, okay? So please, fam, if I say we're done, we gotta go. It has nothing to do with the conversation. I don't care if you slander Jimmy. People have been doing it for 2 years. I'm not gonna say, we're gonna go. No, I'm not. It's just when the time's up, okay? And I love you, fam. We just gotta go by that rule, okay? Thanks, fam. So let's get on the phone with that. Your thoughts about the future, life after Jimmy, and that type of thing. Anything you want to say, it doesn't matter to me. Go right in. Let's go. It's Doctor. Bam, bam, boom, boom. I love him so much. Pop and Dragon! Pop, get in here.
Hey, Ronbo.
Papa.
Damn. What a season. Now we got to talk about next year already.
I know, right? Could have waited at least 2 more weeks.
I don't know. What do you think Jimmy's worth in a trade?
Second because of experience
I'll tell you what I'm hearing.
and polish. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. What are you hearing? I'd love to hear this.
I'm hearing 4th rounder up to a conditional 1.
Unconditional?
So I think it'll be a conditional 1. So in other words, what will happen is it'll be incentive based, right? So initially it'll be a 4th round pick, but depending on how he plays and how much he plays, it'll be worth as much as a 1st round pick.
Sort of like an insurance for whoever trades. That way, if he gets hurt right off the bat, fourth round.
He has an injury history. Yes. Yeah, he has injury history exactly.
That kind of
So
makes
he has
it
to
makes
reach
sense.
certain playing incentives. Yeah, number of snaps, number of yards, or
I,
number
thi- I,
of
I think
games,
they
or
did the
something
same thing
like
with
that.
Carson Wentz when he
Yep,
traded him to Indy. Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Like I've been telling people, man, people they love Jimmy. It didn't matter how much people hated him on the outside of that locker room. He was in like Flynn in that locker room. So,
Mm.
but moving forward, obviously there's Trey Lance, but you always don't want to burn a bridge because things happen. It's a long off season. Heaven forbid there's some kind of injury or something like that. But my sincere hope is that we bring in 2 more quarterbacks. I think that we need to draft another quarterback and probably pick up
Pop, pop,
some.
pop, 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 pop. Speak to that. You
Yeah,
think the 49ers going to draft a quarterback? Another one this year as well?
yeah. You absolutely should draft a quarterback. I think that you should draft one every year until you absolutely have that guy.
Now you need a
And
vet though
whether we,
to back up, right? You can get a vet.
yeah, but yeah, no, you get it that. You bring in, I probably would try to get Tyrod Taylor, someone that kind of complements what he does a little bit.
Ah, hey, isn't
And
RG
I
three
would
still out
probably
there?
draft a guy. Yeah, RG3 is out there.
And he knows what Shanahan's supposed. Well, he's
I,
supposed to know.
there's no way that Shanahan would ever work with him again. I mean, RG3 spit. I mean, he didn't burn down the bridge, man. He set dynamite on it. He poured gasoline on it. Pissed on the ashes. There's this RG3 in the Shanahan's, man. That's like gasoline and water. That ain't happening. So I kind of foresee them doing that. I'm still a very big believer that they did draft the right guy, but it may take time. It may not. Like I said, I think Trey's greatest asset is his brain and his head.
Hey, he works
So,
hard.
like I say, hopefully, no, he works hard. Got good pedigree. So yeah, that's what I kind of see happening. Hopefully they continue to move forward. I'd like to see them re-sign Latham, but I'm honestly thinking what I would try to do, and I don't know if he can do it, but I would probably try to move Latham to center and extend him, and then put Banks at his natural left guard spot, and try to pick up a couple more guys on the O line. And I think we need to pick up probably a safety or two, a couple more cornerbacks. And then, I think this team will be able to compete because I think they have depth to build on. So, and they have a great locker room that Jimmy Garoppolo helped establish. You had Trey Lance is like, oh yeah, Jimmy G be one of my best friends for life. Boy,
Right
what
thing to
kind of
say.
parties was he taking?
Politically correct
Young
thing to
Trey
say.
Lance too.
Yeah, you don't want to piss off the rest of the guys in the locker room. That's it. That's funny. But the boy's got political skills. No matter what he really
No,
thinks. But he may
he's
really feel that way. I think he
no,
really is like that. He's a down to earth kid.
no. He comes from good stock. Like I said, he's got that parental privilege, man. When you see someone that had like their both parents are like working in conjunction to make sure their kids succeed, and you
Yeah,
got
they
that,
raised him nicely.
you
Yeah, he
know.
did. Yeah, he's a good head.
Look at Cooper Cup. It's like you watch Cooper Cup make all these crazy plays, man. But when
Mm-hmm.
you look how he was raised, and his
Right.
daddy throwing him stupid, crazy passes in the backyard like Chris Carter, I'm like, yeah, that's why he is what he is, you know.
And
And
then
then
you
there's just
compare.
some people who are just nasty.
Yeah, and then you compare that
Some
thing
people just nasty.
like Jalen
People are
Ramsey.
nasty.
Fam, we're gonna run out of time.
Yeah.
I'll be back Friday,
Yes, sir.
and we'll see because we're gonna watch this situation as
Oh
it
man.
develops. All right.
Yeah. We'll be talking about it. All right. Please
All right.
subscribe to Ronbo Sports and like this video. We're out.
Thanks, Pop. Appreciate you, fam. Have a great night.
Got
And
it.
Bubble, okay. And Bubbles is Ryan Tannehill, Mac Jones, Ben Roethlisberger, David Carr, Kyler Murray, and Jalen Hurts are more quarterbacks than Jimmy G this postseason. Are more? Wait a minute. Jalen Hurts are worse. I'm sorry, worse quarterbacks than Jimmy. Hey, in fact, postseason 35-15 as a 49er. By the way, you could go beyond that. You can put Dak in. And you know who? I mean, it's the truth. They got beat out. So if you got beat out in the playoffs, Your name goes under Jimmy's. That's just the way it is. Jimmy's just below Stafford, and of course over Burrow over in Cincinnati. Hey Norm, what time is it?
It's Niners all day, even on days like this. Yo, it was time for me to. Yo, it's.
No,
I heard.
you've always an objective person. I always love it because Norm never goes extremely hot or extremely cold in any direction. Norm, your observations on the Jimmy G exit, and did it mean anything to you to have Jimmy G on this team for the last 5 years? And what kind of feelings do you have to share with us about Jimmy G's saying, "See ya"?
It was like a graceful bow out, like yo, I'm out, y'all. Graceful farewell, like yo, it was cool. I put in the work. I appreciate the appreciation that I got and the opportunity to make this happen. You feel me? And I'm finna peace up out of here and move on to the next level in my career. And salute to that guy. Salute to Jimmy G and all your progress wherever you choose to go. I never been one of the dudes that's like, Jimmy G is trash or nothing like that. But you know what's funny with me, Ronbo? I was like, this is the 7th time I've heard this in the last 3 days. One of my finer Niner faithful members hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to talk about my job and stuff. But all she want to say is Jimmy G must go. Jimmy G's got to go. I was like,
yeah. Some people are really bitter about it. They really hate him badly.
Well, I mean, because the fan base is a Super Bowl or bust fan base. We going for that 6. Like,
big percentage.
It's been almost 30 years now. People are ready for it. So I get it. But if people think Trey Lance is gonna do it for him, then you know what? I wish Trey Lance the best and anybody else they bring up in here. But you know how relentless his fan base is.
Yeah. Norm, I think he'll get a pass next year. I'm hoping our people will understand he hasn't had a lot of time in the NFL. There's going to be some growing pains. I mean, aren't you expecting that?
I am, but I have seen some growth in this guy. He's had his growing pains before. Remember when he was in Arizona and his mom was looking like she wanted to speak to the manager, like
like a little
Lance,
like a pop water game.
Right, so your son is great. Trust me, he's going to be a beast. But no.
Your family sounds like mine.
They got that.
Well, we used to cut up like that.
No,
all I need to know is my mom and dad was on the phone. Who is it? Can I talk to him? We got a couple minutes, right? We got a couple minutes, right? Yeah.
Oh, no. For Trey Lance, I think I've seen some ups and downs from Trey Lance. So some major ups too. He's got a major upside with him. So I mean, as long as he continues to build off of what he learned while Jimmy G was there, that was Lance was the future of the franchise, right? So what's currently there, pick up off of that and just study, take your notes, and figure out how you can exceed at your best. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody should do in these situations. Like if you got an opportunity to learn from somebody, no matter, they can deal with all the madness and still be focused on how to just do your thing. And that's gonna be important.
Boy, he learned that. If he learned nothing else from Jimmy went about his business, boy. Damn the noise. He came out there ready. Now he may have fell down a few times, but he was working.
Yeah, and when you fall down, you still gotta keep that grin in your face, like that girl was talking about you on Twitter about, you know, all the little, you gotta keep that same grin on your face, yo. You hear me?
I'm gonna love the 49ers. People gonna know. They try to put me in the same super dip. Ronbo, you gonna hate on Trey, ain't you? Man, come on, man. I ain't like y'all, man. It's my quarterback. Why am I hate on him?
So you got to take the Jimmy G poster down. You got to have a special live podcast where you take the Jimmy G poster down and put the other quarterback on there. You got to fix that up. But,
I think I'm just putting retired. Retired.
I got to do this for all my Sir Lancelots. You know, all my Sir Lancelot baseball homies, yo. You got to do it. This is my suggestion. have a little ceremony where you can take the poster down and fix it up, like have a new little image for it. Some
Honestly,
just suggestion.
well, it is a good one. I'm trying to figure out because I ain't got no fathead right now, and fatheads are hard to find of guys like any guy that's played back in the '90s. You can't find those guys. I had to look high and low to get Joe. So and I
Right.
don't want to put a current player up there because he ended up taking him down again.
Just put sourdough Sam up there, man. Something.
I want to put a
Put
photo.
the cat.
Somebody,
Put,
that would be cool. I like that
where's
idea,
the
Norm.
cat? Where's the cat? Where he at? Yeah, where's the cat? Put him up there.
Norm, we gotta go though, fam. I like
Man,
this
that's all
idea.
I
No, we
gotta
gotta talk
say.
more about
Shout
this.
out to all the faithfuls. It's Niners all day. Tune in to
Thanks, Norm.
Ronbo Sports Network. Tap in.
Thanks, fam. Have a great
Yeah.
night.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Nigel.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Nigel, man, we're just saying goodbye to Jimmy, man, because we was wondering. I got my chicken that bite. We was wondering when they're gonna just make it official that you guys are gonna trade Jimmy, and they didn't waste any time. A few days after the day, made it clear that we're seeking to get rid of Jimmy now. Get rid of is another word, but we're getting ready to make the separation because bottom line is $25 million is a lot of money, no matter what. Jimmy's gonna have to go even if we won the Super Bowl. So but what are you thinking?
Yeah.
And your feeling about the Jimmy G exit?
Yeah, I saw that Ronbo and his interview, and I cried again. I'm just kidding. I didn't cry this time, but no,
You're an emotional guy.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't drunk yesterday, so anyway, yeah, no. So he, oh man, I've been up and down with about Jimmy G when he first came in. He was promising. I mean, he looked good, and then ripped off those 5 or 6 games or whatever it was at the end of the season when he first came in, and I'm like, dang, this guy, something's going on there. I don't know. It just kind of all of a sudden he came in, and there, to me, he's never been the most, like, he didn't have the most talented arm, but he had good movement about him, and he just had some type of weird intangible, and it just goes to show his winning. Yeah, and I think it's the leadership. I really do. I think he just has some type of command in the huddle that guys are able to.
Hard for
they
him.
take to it.
Yeah,
they take to it, and whether or not his skill level is elite, that part of him is elite. So they're able to rally around him, and it's evident in the fact that the rest of the team, they loved him on offense and defense, and so for that, I give him a lot of credit. There's maybe about we could narrow it down to just a few passes. If he made a few passes in his career, that namely the one in the Super Bowl, a lot of the narrative about him,
probably
throughout the fan base would not be there, because he, even if that, let's say he made that pass, and for whatever reason, Sanders, he fell down and we didn't make a touchdown, at least we knew that he can make those types of throws. People wouldn't be, talking about it, whatever, even if we had lost that game. But it's just little things like that, and it feels like, just because of that one moment, everything after that, if he made a mistake, and you say it all the time, it's amplified.
Yeah.
And and admittedly, yeah, he has made mistakes in crucial moments, but he's also made plays in crucial moments too. So it's just one of those things where, I don't know, he's like very, I don't know, it's just one of those polarizing people that you either liked him or you hated him. And,
yeah, that's true. No in between.
At the end of the day, though, we were competitive with him. So we could say what we want, and there's all these other factors. We had great defenses, whatever. But when he played, we were competing. We were we were contenders.
And
So
in order
yeah.
to win, and already people are saying, "Oh, I want to see Jimmy without a run game and no defense." This is comical. No quarterback's
Yeah.
going to survive under those conditions. I mean, that's just really funny.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes just went down due to the fact that his run game wasn't bad, but I think the defense was a little shaky in that game against the Bengals. So no team is going to survive. No quarterback's going to survive under those kind of conditions. There is no such thing as a quarterback that doesn't need any defense or run game.
Yeah, and honestly, I'll be honest. I was kind of on that bandwagon, and still was a little bit as far as us going after. I don't even know if it was a bandwagon, but in my opinion, I felt like after the 2020 season, he was hurt. I wanted not necessarily the Super Bowl, just the year after when he got hurt. When we went after Trey eventually, but even before that, I was like, well, maybe we need to go out and draft one of these younger quarterbacks, especially since we had such a high pick. Now, I didn't realize they had the plans to go, trade for a pick, which I was okay with that. But I'm glad they did that, because it gave us a clear understanding of where we wanted to go. Because I did feel from the coaching staff at times, they, for whatever reason, it just felt like there was some type of tension there with Jimmy Garoppolo as well. It just felt like that to me.
Because every time he went down, the team went right into the garbage. Now, see, that's why Kyle said we're going to go get a starting caliber quarterback, because CJs and guys like that aren't going to work, and leave us sitting here holding the bag with nothing to go with a starting quarterback. So, but anyway, we're going to run out of time, little Nigel. I'll be back Friday. See what develops.
Thanks for taking my call, though, Rombo. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys Friday. But have a good rest of your night.
You too, fam. Thanks.
Yeah. Bye.
And let's go. Hey, Russell.
Oh, snap. What's up, sir?
Oh, Russ, man, I'm telling you, man, we're sitting here watching the changing of the guard, and the future looks like we really don't know. But, it's Jimmy's out of here, and you're feeling on watching him take off.
So you said a couple things that did they officially say they're letting him go? Because I didn't hear that. I heard the thing where he said, basically, see y'all. And I took it as the same thing, but
well, I mean, they just made the announcement that they're going to seek to move him, put it that way. And
I got you.
Yeah, I'm just going by that. And you're right. Nothing's been actually done, but the move has been announced. So I guess that's what I mean.
No, I hear you. And you could kind of hear it in Jimmy's voice, especially where that last sentence comes to see ya.
He kind of sounds kind of excited to get out. I mean, you guys just drafted a guy. I know you're going to need to use him. You spent too much on him. I'm getting flack for every time we lose a game. I probably need to go now. I got the feeling that's what he's thinking too.
No, I feel bad for Jimmy. He's had a hard road this whole time, and I've always kind of supported him like you. There's a lot of like everyone else has been saying, a lot of the haters, but I've always, like you said, you made a good point. All those games that he won, hey, that's not easy to do. Look at all the great quarterbacks that just can't even do what he did.
You can't win that many games on luck, Russ. That's when people say that. Okay, they won that many games in spite of him. You went to the Super Bowl in spite of Jimmy. You went to the NFC Championship. If they wouldn't have been weary and hurt, the Rams would not be going to the Super Bowl. All I needed was the silverback, and I think we still would have won that game.
Well, look at Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence. I'm sure everyone before the season started, I'm sure they thought they were going to blow it up and do awesome, and then they get to the NFL and they're like, oh snap, these guys are fast. One other thing I wanted to ask you, what did you say? Something about Nick Bosa go and pee or something?
Oh, TMZ.
Did he say something like that?
No. TMZ caught a photo before the Green Bay game. TMZ got a shot of a guy wearing 97 jersey behind a high school. Russ, can he get any more stage than that? Nick's not an idiot. Why would he be doing that with kids in the stands? And I said, look at this. That's a setup. And TMZ, you should be ashamed. But then from a distant shot like that, why didn't you get closer then if you want to prove that shot? That was awful.
I don't think he's going to be hanging out at a high school
My,
anyhow.
I really, God, that was outrageous. Nobody paid any attention to it. The story went nowhere.
That's funny. He must have. Did you see it? Did it at least look like him from the back? He must have been a big, solid 3% savage. So
it was such a distant shot. It looked like the guy was standing across the street in a distance, taking a shot of a guy wearing a 97 jersey. They were in cahoots. Whoever was taking that picture and the guy standing up close to the bleachers, you get too close, clearly you'll know it's not Nick, probably if you get up close. Oh, that burned me up. I don't even go to TMZ now. Oh, it's taking me a while to get over that one. I can't believe they did that. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that anyhow, I've been over them for years now, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Feelings mutual.
You got me too. I'm with you. God.
No, but man, it's I'm ready to see. I hope Lance does good next year. I mean, I hope all the hype's gonna be there, and I had my heart broke the other day when we were so close. I really thought we could have won that game, especially the way we had up 10 points in the fourth quarter. I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, we are golden, and then just all of a sudden, just like that, typical. Yeah. So I'm happy to see Trey Lance. I think he's going to bring something explosive to our team that we really need. But at the same time, I wish Jimmy luck, wherever he goes. Hopefully he'll do good. And, I'm curious to see if there's any of that weird hype between him and Shanny. So if he goes somewhere else, like if, there's going to be any weird stuff, or if he's going to shine or throw deep or who knows, like.
Are you gonna? I've been telling people, this thing about Jimmy can't do this, can't do that. He's trying to run Kyle's offense and Kyle designed that offense for the players he's got, including the wide receivers. And people think it's something. Jimmy's got limitations. That's the only thing they can do. Some people don't understand the game of football. So when they say things, they don't really know what they're talking about. You work with what you got. It's a whole, not one. And
hey, I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'll let you get. I know you got tons of people. I'm gonna say one more thing. Hindsight 2020, man. Don't we wish that we could have that? Because I think I know who the best quarterback in the world would be for Kyle. Literally, like before we didn't know this, but I feel like I know it now. Man, I would love to see Mac Jones under Kyle because like no one tries harder. Like he would sit there like a little puppy dog, be like, throw it twice. I got you, coach. I got you. Like not realistically, but like he can make those 5-yard dink and dunk with perfect accuracy. Like he would fit Shanahan's offense so good.
I love it. Russ, we're gonna have to go though. I'll be back Friday.
All right, brother.
As per usual. All right.
Yes, sir.
Have a great night.
All right, have a good night, Ronbo.
You
Later,
too.
man.
Thanks. And Thomas Jordan says, all right, fam, Ayuk is about to blow up with Trey. Can't wait. Yeah, they're going to be working out. Of course, they got the same agent, too, so they will be working out. Hey, Tony!
Hey, Ronbo, let me just turn this TV off.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right, Tony, man, we're watching 5 years of because, Tony, my thing is I always knew as long as this group was together, the chances of winning was pretty high if they were all healthy, right? Now we're going into the unknown. Yeah. I don't know what Trey's going to look like after 2 years of not playing football and playing a little bit of football this year. But they're saying good things about him. So I'm hoping he can mature quickly because I don't want to wait for 3 years for anybody to get up to speed. What are your feelings though?
Well, look on the bright side, Rombo. He's been throwing the ball around. It's not like he's been sitting around painting his nails. You know what I mean?
Not. Well, that'll say something about him.
And he's been throwing the ball around against our defense, which is one of the best in the league. So
that's right.
If you think of it that way, I think he should be pretty much ready to rock and roll. Also, I heard someone say yesterday, "Oh, Rombo, nobody runs the ball anymore." But I think our run game with Trey opens up because he can put some zing on the ball. He can throw it really hard. So, I mean, if they stack the box, your run game allows you to open up. If you've got a speedster or a couple of them running down up the middle or down the side.
And Tony, I hope
Trey's
they
got
get some speedsters.
Trey,
Even for poor Jimmy, you could have got a speedster. Get Trey some
Yeah.
speedsters. I've been begging for that for 3 years. I said, Kyle, get a 4-3 guy to go deep. That'll get those guys out of the box in a heartbeat. So no.
Yeah. And the other thing is because he's got control of the ball with speed. When you got that situation and these guys are running down the field, he doesn't have to loop it in the air and this and that, and henceforth the other guy's got time to catch up to our
Just let
dude.
that thing go.
He can just throw a flat ball really hard and hit
The
people
quickness.
all over the park. You know what I mean? So that's a bit I'm looking forward to. Now the question is Shanahan going to go ahead and do something like that? That's another story in itself.
It is. Damn it, Kyle. And Kyle knows it, Tony. Kyle knows that's what he needs. He needs, for his offense especially, you need a speed guy.
Well, he's got no more excuses because he's got the quarterback now that has the ability to do that. And if you don't run those plays with a quarterback that has the ability to open up the field,
then it's a coach's
fault.
fault.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Well, then it's his fault. I'm sorry, but it's his fault, And I don't know. That's why the run game, to me, in the NFL is so important because they stack the box. All right, you send guys down the field, boom, touchdown. What are they going to do the next play? Stack it again?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you've got them confused, which then opens up other plays for Kyle Shanahan's brilliant playbook. And somebody said,
he tried to compensate, though, Tony. Jimmy's got one of the quickest releases in football, right? He thought
yes, he does.
he could just get rid, get the short route run, and Jimmy will get that ball to him quickly, right? But it's not going to work all day. I mean, you got to get that. You got to get the quick speedster out there, and let that quarterback let that thing go, and make sure he's really quick so the quarterback doesn't have to stand there. Per Matt Stafford, because Matt Stafford throws a lot of INTs that nobody talk about. And that's because he'll let that ball fly, but there's not necessarily somebody down there. But we don't even have that luxury,
I don't know. And the other thing I'm scared of is I hope we don't have the same problem as we did when Cap was around, because he used to throw it so hard people were dropping the ball all the time, which is no excuse. You know what I mean? It's a ball. It's a pretty big ball. You should be able to catch it no matter how far it's coming at you.
Yeah. But some of those arms are really like cannons. His short passing game is probably going to need a little work. But like you're saying, okay, maybe we can avoid that. All right, we got to get a good run game. We're always going to have that. That's what the Shanahans do. And the complexity of those run games, it's not always easy to stack the box. That could work against you sometimes in some of the schemes they run. So we'll see.
Well, you've got Trey to exploit that.
And then there's that.
He'll get hurt, you've just got. He's a big, strong boy. He's not.
Yeah.
You're a lot stronger, Ronbo, as you know, at 21 than you are at 52.
But the scary thing is you don't want him out there running too much. He's got to learn to slide.
No.
Because RG3 in his prime, same thing. Kyler Murray is in the hospital most of the time these days. Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson, he missed half the season, right? These guys can run, but they're really linebackers. Everybody are going to hit him as hard as they hit anybody else.
Yeah, well, they asked Jimmy about him, and Jimmy said the same thing. He said he's just got to learn to slide, so it doesn't get pounded by a linebacker or something like that. That way you can at least draw. You can draw the
defense,
unsportsmanlike conduct or roughing the whatever.
I love that
from referees.
Tony, we got to go though. I'll be back Friday. Looking for you though. If you got some time for us.
No worries, brother.
All right, bro.
Shout out to everybody and see you in the next chapter.
Looking forward. All right. Have a great night.
Cheers, man.
Have a great day. Tony's in the middle of his day. All right. Bye, man. And Shardal. Expendiver says working late. Jimmy, man, kind of wanted him to stay. Yeah. Well, let's see what we got coming up. Maybe we'll be fine. Hopefully, we should be fine. Hopefully. Shardal.
Hey, Ronbo, how How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I really like everything you're doing for your channel, and you make lots of great content. So, I wanted to
Thanks.
bring it up that the three best trade destinations for Jimmy Garoppolo are the Denver Broncos, Pittsburgh Steelers, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And out of those three teams, I think that, and out of those three teams, I will love him to see, I would love to see him play on Tampa Bay. But replacing the GOAT Tom Brady will not be easy in any way. But adding a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo might keep their core players from bolting into free agency, and it also gives them a chance at a Super Bowl. And if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sign Garoppolo, they give themselves a much better shot in doing that. So that's all you can really ask for.
You know, there's going to be a number of quarterbacks out there. You know, this free agency. I'm not free agency, but trade deals and things like that. That's gonna take focus soon. Jimmy's gonna be competing with a number of quarterbacks, including possibly Russell Wilson. Is my thinking.
So you're saying that if they so you're saying that would that be difficult to replace Tom Brady? Because then that organization is all around Tom Brady. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization. Tom Brady's like he's like the one-man show of that organization. He's led that team to like how many Super Bowls? 3 Super Bowls?
Tampa Bay won.
So do you think that would you like out of those 3 teams, do you think that he would be suitable on the Broncos, the Steelers, or the Tampa Bay or no? The 3 teams were the I believe the 3 teams were the
look at the team and then you can pretty much come to it. The Tampa Bay would be a good idea because they got a good defense when it's healthy. They got some premier wide receivers when they're healthy. So it's going to be interesting to see. The Broncos, they've got a big-time receiver over there, and they could get another. I don't know. You got to have a run game and good receivers. Jimmy went many years with the 49ers with second-tier rookie quarterback or wide receivers, right? They've always had a great run game, but to throw to, it's always been development. And this year, he had the best wide receiver room that he's had the entire time he's been with us. So he needs to go where there's some solid vets. I mean, him and Mike Evans would probably be awesome together. They've got a couple other guys over there as well that he'd probably do well with. He's got Fournette to help him. Yeah, he'd be fine in Tampa Bay, actually.
But for me, when you look at Jimmy Garoppolo and where he would like to go and play next season, I just want him to go anywhere where he feels comfortable. I mean, like, that's really what it matters, you know, where the guy feels comfortable. He doesn't feel like I'm in an organization where nobody's winning any championships, nothing, and I wasted all my time coming here. Because, I mean, in the end, it really matters on where he goes to. I mean, which organization he really wants to play for. That's really what it really boils down to, really, in simple terms.
That's true.
You know? Because he needs to, like when you play football, you need, like, if you go somewhere where nobody respects you, nobody gives you any love, why go there?
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Because, like, if nobody's going to give you the love and support on that organization, and they're like, Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't want to go somewhere where fans are literally throwing tomatoes at him.
And also, the team needs to have a potential to win. Jimmy doesn't want to go to a team that's just going to go over there and not be able to do anything more than just whatever they're doing now, right? I mean, a quarterback can make a difference, but he can't go into a losing situation. No quarterback can.
Because if Jimmy Garoppolo comes and plays for Tampa Bay, it's not gonna be that fun because Tom Brady won't be there, and then I don't know how Gronk and Garoppolo are gonna get along together because they did play on New England, right?
They know each other. I was getting ready to say, I don't think that Gronk wants to play anymore. He just he's Tom's guy. I think Gronk will just call it I think he'll retire too. I can't imagine him coming back next year. We'll see though. He didn't say that.
So you're saying you don't want Gronk doesn't want to play anymore because he was with Tom Brady. So
that's
he's
Tom's
probably
guy.
not
Tom brought him out of retirement. Remember? That's the reason why Gronk came back to football. We'll see.
I mean, do you think Steelers should Steelers don't have a quarterback, so I think Steelers are the one team that they're looking to draft a quarterback because Philly doesn't have a quarterback. The only quarterback they have is that Minka Fitzpatrick, who's so bad,
No,
so
Philly,
underrated.
Philly has
No.
Hurts.
Oh, Philly. No, the Steelers. The Steelers.
Oh, Steelers.
Isn't that who's that quarterback on the
Yeah,
Steelers? I don't know
I
that
I can't remember his name. But
like
Shardol,
he's horrible. Yeah, but
I know. And the guy that got into a fight with what's his name? But listen, Shardol,
Oh,
we gotta
Mason.
go though.
I think I remember what his name
Yeah, I
was.
know.
Mason Rudolph.
Check it out. It'll be on the chat. But we gotta go now. I'll see you Friday though. Okay.
Yeah, I'll see you on Friday. We'll talk
right.
more on Friday.
All right. Have a great night, Shardol. Appreciate you. All right.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
All right. Hey, Naj.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Naj, man, we're watching a segue. You know, a lot of people don't feel nervous about Naj. Honestly, I wasn't really. Let's see. There's been several things we've done. When Richard Sherman came, I'll make a comparison. When Sherm came, I didn't really appreciate that. To San Francisco at first. 3 weeks later, after he got here, damn, look at this, man. And he's a good team, dude. Wow, I love me some Sherm. So I'm hoping I have the same thing to say after a few minutes of OTAs about because I don't know. I just a little nervous about this whole thing. What are you thinking?
I mean, you know, it was a Jimmy guy, so
yeah,
I hated to see him go, but I like the future. I like at least we got something. We got Trey.
Yeah,
you know,
he looks good actually. Let's see what he looks like in the NFL because you watched everybody else that came in his class this year, except for Mac Jones, got whooped. You know, so oh my God, scary. So we'll see.
But yeah, unlike everybody else, he got to learn and get his feet in the water at the same time. So.
See, that matters. That's true.
Yeah. He ain't get thrown out there. And a lot of them, they played for bad teams, you know?
Especially Chicago.
And
the Jets,
Chicago.
The Jets are worse.
Yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, my God.
They played a lot of first-time coaches, you know?
Yeah. So Trey's coming in a good situation, though, for sure.
So, yeah, we'll be straight. I just hate to see Jimmy go, man. No people ain't like him, but we was winning.
That's
people
bottom line.
The people that don't like him, they stat watching. Who cares about the stats, you know? I don't care what he can't do.
Do you
At
know
the end of the day, if
it's about
winning.
But you know, since 2016, Jimmy G is number 6 on winning percentage. He has a lot of weird stats that look glorious, but people don't acknowledge it.
They look at the wobbly football and say he can't play quarterback, but
that's all right. He's Jimmy. He
it's
got
crazy.
that ball.
But I was thinking, I was like, you know who would be the best quarterback to back up Trey? I feel.
Who do you think?
I say I feel like we got to get Blaine Gabbert back.
Naji, you know, I didn't know what you was gonna say, but that I did not expect. Blaine's over in Tampa Bay, and I'm sure he can get away if he wants to. He probably just ask him, "Hey, look, I want to go to San Francisco. You guys got any problem with that?" No.
He a free agent. He a free agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get him back.
Tell you, that's a subject. That's a large subject. Who else did you thought about anybody else?
Nah, I just thought about Blaine. I was like, I miss old Blaine. He wasn't good, but you know, it's still.
We need a veteran. You need one.
Veteran.
And then somebody Pop
mentioned
earlier. You draft a quarterback too.
No, I ain't wasting no draft pick on no quarterback.
I know, right? But maybe 4th round. No, we need all our picks. I don't know what.
Yeah, we ain't got no first rounds.
We ain't got a lot of picks. Period. I don't think.
Yeah, so we got to hit We got to get some corners. We got to get probably another running back because we go through running backs through the year.
6 or 7 every year. Nodge,
Yeah.
how about Nick Mullins? I think he's available. Nodge, you know what I'm worried about? Because he got hurt. He got hurt at the beginning of the season, right? Twice he got hurt and didn't even play this year. I'm talking about Trey.
Who?
Trey got hurt Trey Lance. He got hurt a couple of times, right?
Oh, he did?
Yeah, remember the finger and then the knee in that Arizona game? So,
yeah.
He's not going to be above injury. So now somebody's got to come in. Sudfeld? Kyle's going to be right back where he was before.
Mm-mm.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but Mullins, he ain't never win us nothing, really.
They got to get. If Trey goes down, I don't know what we're gonna do though.
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta find something out. They say the Broncos give us luck. We give them to the Broncos.
And what's his name's over there? What's the running quarterback that's been all over the place for years? See, you can get him as a backup. I like
Teddy.
that.
He a free agent.
Who?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, Teddy. Yeah, Teddy might be a good veteran to get in, keeping Trey's ear, because Trey's going to want to run around. And Teddy can tell, look, don't do like me, else you'd be walking around here with a cast on, all right? Listen, slide. All right?
Yeah.
Number one, slide.
Yeah.
Next, pick your times to run.
I don't like him running.
Yeah, God.
I feel like he was running because he ain't know what to do, though. I feel like Cal,
exactly.
Once he know what to do, he gon'
settle down, get in the pocket and work. Good stuff, Naj. I'm gonna go and I'll be back Friday looking for you. Always great to hear from you.
Oh yes, sir. All right, I'll be here.
All right, man. Have a great night.
Have a good one. You too.
Thanks. And there is Tony Nakatani out when they eat poi for breakfast. Send Jimmy G and our 3rd round pick to Denver. Our 3rd. Pittsburgh for their 1st and conditional picks. 3rd, if JG plays 13 games. 2nd, if he makes the playoffs. 1st, if he takes that team to the Super Bowl. Tony, that's going to be the kind of deal any team that wants to deal for Jimmy is going to ask for. You're right. When you play 2 years out of 5 or 4, they're going to say, look, well, you know what? If he plays for the whole season, we'll give you guys a 1st. We really will. If he doesn't last, we're going to go 4th. If we go to the playoffs, that 1st is still in place. You got to give all those stipulations. I would too. Thanks, Tony. And T-Flo and Allie. Come on in, T-Flo.
Hey, Ronbo.
What up, Ronbo? How's it going?
Hey, doing all right. We say goodbye to Jimmy tonight. And wondering what's next for us. But your feeling on Jimmy's exit, and boy went out with class, a big smile on his face. But T-Flo, what are you thinking?
Oh, you know what? Like, Jimmy's class act. He's grade A. That's what you want as an athlete for any organization, as a class act, team player. Like he was there. Like, he's good. Basically he's not gone yet. I'm pretty sure they told him, it's a business. You have a $25 million cap hit. We need to get Deebo Samuel. We got to get Nick Bosa, and we got to get other players. So you're just a cap hit. Basically,
they probably didn't run all that down to him, but they let him know that due to financial restraints, Jimmy, we got to make some moves. Yeah. And because if you're standing at T-Flow and I tell you, I got to pay T-Flow, I got to play Trez, I got to play, I'm sitting thinking, okay. Then I might have an attitude about it, But he knows.
Yeah, he knows, he knows the business, basically, there's nothing really to feel sorry because he's $100 million in the bank. He's good. He's set for life.
And his mama probably put his money away for him. Exactly.
Yeah, so he's good. We don't have to worry about that. We just got to worry about what Kyle Shanahan's gonna do, knowing he has a quarterback. Right? Does he know how to use Trey Lance to his abilities? Does he really know how to call plays with his abilities? Because we don't know yet. Because when he had a RG3, but don't forget RG3 is like a toothpick compared to Lance. So he is going to get hurt. RG3. It was Same thing with Kyler Murray. Like you said, he's little. He's like a hobbit. He's like a hobbit playing grown man football.
One more year, Tiflo.
You know?
I think he takes one more year getting beat up like that. All right, y'all. I just want to see what football's like. I'm gonna go back and play baseball. I'll be right across.
Exactly.
I'll be right across over. No,
That's
don't
exactly
worry about
what
it.
I said. Telling my buddy who's an Arizona fan. I'm like, look, he's not gonna last long in this league. One, because he's too little playing quarterback. Well, basically running, being a running quarter. He's too little. He's gonna get injured. He's too little because it's just survival of the fittest, and big always beats small, no matter what.
Yeah.
And
Especially at high
other
speed.
than that is that,
Man.
yeah, it's just I just want to know what's going to go on with Kyle Shanahan. Like what is he doing getting rid of our tight ends coach? He's a good tight ends coach. If anything, he should have got rid of the special teams coordinator.
Who?
Yeah, and the quarterback coach. Those are the main two that need to be gone, but not a tight end coach.
Yeah, that dude got George Kittle to be what he is. I wonder if George had anything to say
Yeah,
about
George
that.
Kittle, Ross Dwelly. Same thing with Ross Dwelly. Same thing with Charlie Warner.
See,
they all did pretty good.
But Tiflo, I don't know why they only put that detail up. They said they asked the man to take a 60% cut. Tiflo, ain't nobody gonna take no 60% cut. I don't care what I'm doing. I ain't taking no 60%. That's over half.
But see, what the thing is, why? Because they don't fall under the cap hit coach's salary.
Right? Oh,
So,
that's another thing I didn't even think about. This has nothing to do with the cap. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the cap. So that's what I want to know. Like, what's really going on? Hopefully Shanahan knows what he's doing, because I don't want to go be like, dude, what are you doing? You got Trey Lance and you're not doing this. You're not doing no rollouts.
Hey,
you're not letting him throw on the run.
But wait, you think Shanahan fired that coach, or who does? John Lynch?
Shanahan has more say than John Lynch. Remember,
That's
they
true.
hired Shanahan first. Shanahan hired Lynch.
In that case, they talked about it. But why?
Yes.
And why? If I'm going to call you back
we'll
for
never
60% less money, didn't I just ask you to leave politely? 60%? Can you take that cut? No.
Yep.
Okay, well, you got to go.
Ain't nobody going to take that cut. Nobody. Ain't nobody.
God.
So basically, there has to be something going on right there. So I just want to know, hopefully they should do what they did. I think Bill Walsh too. Take his authority away and just be a head coach. Let other people run the business side of it and just focus on your team. Because he may be doing too much.
Yeah,
Shanahan. Because think about it, Ronbo. You know it. You talked about. I talked about it. Jimmy first got in the first 5 games. What was he doing? He was rolling out. He was being mobile.
Yeah.
But now under Shanahan put him. You stay in the pocket and become a statue.
Mm.
In this league, everybody's bigger, faster, and stronger. Yeah. They know how to get to the quarterback. You got to know how to be elusive.
Kill your offensive line. Tiflo, good stuff. Yep. I'm telling you what, I'm going to be back Friday, because this situation is going to develop, progress probably even more by Friday. So I'll be looking for you then. All right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going on. Jimmy, you did great, but we shouldn't feel sad, because he's over $100 million.
Nah, he'll find a job.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You and Allie,
he's gonna find a job.
Have a great night. All right. You ready for the holler? Night, Allie.
Yeah.
Night.
Let's get a little Niner shout out.
T-Flow and Allie. Night, y'all.
Good night.
Night. Mr. Block Eye says, hi, I'm in Ohio, and this is ironic. OBJ in the Super Bowl. Out of all teams, I'm sure the Browns want Natty to win, because if the Rams win, oh my God, Mayfield will get it. Ooh, Mr. Black Eyes. Uh-oh, I forgot about that. And but somebody already whispered to Matty now. Probably the ownership. Baker? Yeah, what's up, boss? Baker, why is OBJ on his way to the Super Bowl? And he played a pretty big part in some of those games coming down the stretch. Coach, can I call you back? I got to run this. I'm doing a commercial. I'm right in the middle of a commercial right now. Okay? Yeah. I'll get back to you. Baker would have to. Mr. Black Ice, you're right. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Mr. Black, as far as Jimmy G, One Love, what's the main thing we need to look at as far as our offense and defense? Should we focus more on free agents while we are few on picks? Mr. Black Ice, if the Rams formula wins the Super Bowl for them, you might consider that. That's something we might want to kick around this offseason. Is it time to stop with get rid of all the picks and get nothing but free agents? Maybe. Please, let's go, Cincy. Reyes 929.
Yo, it's the Iceman.
Oh, Ice is incognito. I can tell that's Nina. It really is you, Ice, because I know that's Nina.
Yeah, man. She's probably sleeping. She's trying to hang out right now.
It is late, huh? I'm sorry for coming in too late too.
Nah, that's all right, man. You got to come at me early, man, when I come on, play. You know I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah, I know. Production's doing all that. But listen, now that you're on here, go ahead, give us some.
East Coast, man. I got to get to them.
Right.
Shout out production, man. Y'all doing a bomb job. And my man, Ronbo. Yo, dog. This is what you call a classic PR campaign.
to promote. You mean the switching? So everybody keeps smiling?
Yeah. But you have to do it that way because don't no other team want to trade for a disgruntled quarterback. That's not realistic. It's not business smart. It's not good for any other team. You don't want a guy to come there that's leaving somewhere unhappy. That he was unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Because that's it's just hard to sell that person to another team. You know what I'm saying?
But Carson Wentz did it though on his way to Indy. He's mad as hell.
Yeah, he was mad as hell, but but we're not that type of organization. That's the difference.
That's true.
See, right. So what that does for us, it helps us and it helps both parties because they know for a fact when they trade him, they're going to get an actual good value because they know, well, this guy has sent us a class act quarterback. Well, we're going to send him back a class act player if that happens. You feel what I'm saying? And also a draft pick. So they want to kind of keep the way smooth. It doesn't cause no type of, they want to have a hard time moving him. So by doing it this way here, it's an easier way to move him. He might end up where he wants to go, but at the same time, we got to get compensation too. Now, don't think this ain't no thing where we just go give him away and get nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, we want to try to get much as equal compensation as possible because he's not a bad quarterback. You understand what I'm saying? He just had, injury history, which is the only bad part about his history. That's the only part that would hurt is hurting the trade value. If he didn't have the injury history, he'd probably still be here. Or if they did try to trade him and he didn't have the injury history, then you would look at a different trade value. You feel me?
Yeah. That's why you're going to get conditional. You're going to get a conditional trade deal no matter what.
Right. I think though, they're not going to trade to an NFC team. That ain't going to happen. I can tell you that right now. That they're not going to trade him anywhere in the NFC. So they can get that. He's going to the NFC. There's no question in my mind. Don't be surprised if the Pittsburgh Steelers grab him, or who was I looking at? Pittsburgh or Denver. Those to me are the realistically landing spots for him in the AFC because Pittsburgh's in the need for a quarterback, and they know if they got him, you got to look at how they would look at it. We take him. He's a good quarterback. He wins games. That's the kind of quarterback Mike Tomlin likes anyway. And he's not going to be hard to convert, into their offense. And he got weapons to get a good offensive line and so forth, and a good running game.
Yeah, so boy, I can play with Najee, right. Boy. I mean,
exactly.
Najee, man, we give you the ball every shot, man. People will be so scared of you when I throw the ball. Ain't nobody go notice.
Right, and he's kind of a Ben Roethlisberger type of quarterback. So, I mean, don't be surprised. Pittsburgh is a more realistic landing spot. Denver maybe, but more Pittsburgh than anything in the AFC. I don't really see anybody like the Jets or not the Giants or maybe even one more team I'm thinking too is Carolina too. So, they got a good running game.
Because they just can't find. Right. The Washington football team might be a place too. That kid they had played last year. I wonder how seriously they take him.
No, they don't. They're looking for a quarterback. They don't mark for a quarterback, and there's not really that many quarterbacks that that you got to look at Ronbo is willing to take. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Rich, I mean, he's more on the line to them because they got a running game. They know he's good off the play. Actually, he's got a quick release, and it was fitting to their scheme pretty quick, easily. He would easily convert into Denver's offense. I mean, not Denver, into like you said, Carolina's offense. And he would convert easily into Pittsburgh offense. It wouldn't be a hard fit for them.
And
so that's the whole.
And running this by you real quick because we run out of time. What if they want to trade MCM? Because here's the thing: they're looking to get rid of him. Say, look, give us MCM, and y'all can get you some Jimmy.
That can happen. That can happen. But one thing about Trey Lance,
the salaries are kind of close.
I will say this one thing before we go about Trey Lance. Not to cut you off, but Trey Lance is where he's fine. He ain't no little kid. RG3 was a little guy. You got to remember that. He was a little something. Trey Lance is a big boy. Okay, he's like the size of a freaking linebacker. All right.
No, I know.
He's gonna be fine. He's got a good kid.
Just
good
learn to
learning
slide.
processing guy. Yeah, he's smart. He'll start slides. He'll get that. That's gonna go. We ain't gonna worry about that. He'll get that.
Right.
He's got an easy take. You just ain't running him back to the sack, and he's a big boy.
Yeah, you know. Well, I know that.
and the other thing
That's the first thing I noticed about him in that college tape. All right, fam. You need it. I'm gonna tell you all good night. Yeah, he does.
All right, man.
He's gonna be fine.
Bye. Oh, and by the way, is your actual name Ronbo?
Listen, I love that child. She's just all kind of fun. Did she say, by the way, before she made that statement? Actually, Lena, it's not really Ronbo. I can't tell you my real name. It's people are watching. It's too funny.
I'm gonna tell you something. You go online, get you a chess. Hey, she plays chess, bro.
I believe it too.
It
probably wins.
Hey, man.
All right, fam. Night, Nina. All right, Ice.
Hey, one more thing before we go. Good night. One more, quick.
Ice, they're gonna cut us off, man.
About this Brian Flores thing, bro, man. This shit got out of control.
Ronbo,
There it is.
All right,
Thanks. Night, y'all.
Later, man.
Later. Yeah, I'm sorry. Washington Commanders. I forgot. I did read that. Is that a good name? The Commanders versus the Cowboys? I think they just don't have any imagination. I don't know what to say about that name. Hey, KC.
Yeah, we're shaking, Ronbo.
Casey, man, we're just sitting here looking at the goodbye time. Jimmy with his see ya. With a big smile on his face.
I know.
Jimmy kills me. I really think he's either really the dude's got his persona and personality. He's just a nice-natured guy. You smile under these conditions. He smiled all year, actually, and he's leaving. No problem. Of course, you get $27 million. It helps you be to smile, too, but still.
I wanted him to finish that with something like shout out to the Empire or something, because like when he first showed up at the press conference, he said Niner Nation.
Did he?
And I was like, oh shit, we're never gonna win anything.
I remember that. You remember when he first came? I remember that. And remember he got reamed about that, and it got explained to him. Yeah, Jimmy.
And so I was hoping that was the last thing. I was like, say it, Jimmy.
You know, we still have fans. Our own people do that every now and then, and I have to interrupt them. We have people who used to sit around in the chat waiting for you to say the wrong thing. Niner Nation, ain't no Niner Nation up here, man.
You know what Jimmy's really good at in press conferences?
What?
He's really good at not saying anything while saying something.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
Like everything is a tough one, and. But I mean, you know,
and the
there's
highest of
aspects
fashion
of Jimmy
every time.
There's aspects of Jimmy that I'm definitely that I've been trying to appreciate while he's here.
I thought you were going to say try to emulate. I can see you now running around GQ.
Well, you know, I definitely think there's parts of Jimmy that I'm not going to miss, like after some games, you know.
I'm sorry, you got drowned out there. We're trying to cut that off. Go ahead. Say it again. I missed that. You got interrupted.
There's aspects of him that I'm not going to miss. You know, like after losses and stuff. Like, You know, after what was it? After the Titans lost, I got so pissed at him, man. I didn't even want to see him again. But I mean, there's a lot of aspects of playing quarterback that Jimmy has down, and it's going to be interesting to see how Trey handles things. I think Trey is like just one of the most genuine people I've heard talk in the NFL, and I really look forward to what happens next.
Yeah, he's with the right coaches, so he should be okay.
Yeah, and I love his parents, man.
I know, especially his mom. His mom, I kept looking for the dad to, what, come off from underneath the seat. What you doing? You know, when we were playing the Cardinals, she was freaking out up there in the stands. I loved it.
Yeah,
that
man.
was
The Niners got they they could have a 10 to 15-year quarterback here, man.
Yeah, he's only 21.
This guy loves
22.
football.
Yeah,
you know,
he'll be young, even 22, 32. Yeah, that'll be like, you look at the guys that are going out now, as long as you take good care of yourself and don't have anything crazy happen,
Yeah. But,
so, we're going to see. He's going to be, it's a lot of load, though. I just wonder what the pressure is, because, like, no matter what do people say about Jimmy, if he plays, normally we're probably going to win. Or there's a big chance we're going to win, right? So if he just goes out there and relaxes and look, Trey, whatever you do, this is your team now. I just don't think about anything else. If you want to call Jimmy, I know you guys got each other's phone number, man. Just like Jimmy used to call Tom, Tom used to call Jimmy, and Belichick used to call Jimmy. You know, you can always get in their ear. But yeah, he's a mature kid for his age. He should be fine.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But so what's on the table today, man? They got the 60% pay reduction going on with the coach. I can't believe that. That can't be right.
Yeah, I hope that story gets. I hope that. What I want to hear tomorrow is, it was all a big misunderstanding. The coach is going to be back. We don't know how that story got out there, but there's no 60% cut. We wouldn't do that to any of our people. Their salaries have nothing to do with the cap.
Maybe this guy just has like really bad gas, and like this is how they're trying to get rid of him. Like, you know, maybe who knows, man?
Casey, only you can come up with that. I love it.
And then we got
like the
Washington.
What? I'm gonna get fired for that?
Yeah, maybe he. What is it? Maybe he spits while he eats or whatever, or chews while he
with his mouth open.
Yeah. But Ronbo, I gotta say too, man, I think the Washington Commanders suck, man.
That is a strange name. They couldn't do. They took a year to come up with that name. That's not good.
They should have. If they were going to go with Commanders, they should have made them the DC Commanders.
Or something.
And then the color palette's all messed up. It doesn't look like. And they said they weren't going to change the colors, and they totally did. And then
I haven't seen it. I heard about the uniforms. I didn't see them yet. It's just the owner's an idiot. Okay, that's what you see. You should probably expect.
I mean, Ronbo, I would say like he's borderline retarded. I mean,
I'm telling you,
this guy is like just oblivious, man. I mean, in their intro video to the Commanders today on YouTube, they showed like. They said the Redskins multiple times. They showed the Redskins stuff multiple times.
There you go. Casey, we ran out of time, though. But I'm going to see you Friday and see what develops in Santa Clara next. We'll be talking about that. All right? Appreciate you, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo. Yeah, man, I got to go get my over-the-counter medication. I'm going to let you go, Ronbo.
It doesn't matter what time.
Night, man.
All right, Phil. Night.
Yeah, man. All right.
Emilio.
What's happening?
Man, we sitting back here watching Jimmy say goodbye and big smile on his face, ain't saying nothing negative. And of course he wouldn't anyway. But, the thing is, it's pretty interesting watching. Because when he first came, it was fireworks and everything else. He's leaving kind of fireworks still, So, but what are you thinking about the Jimmy exit?
Man, about damn time. Thanks for what he did, but hey, he couldn't do. He blew it in the fourth quarter, and he couldn't throw the ball 40 yards. I like the guy, but his time is done. There's a stat. I don't know if you heard it. They said Jimmy is the worst quarterback in the fourth quarter since 1991 out of 61 quarterbacks. That's bad.
It's a long time too.
I said, God damn. I said, so that was the reason we kept losing the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter. Shit, he couldn't do nothing in the fourth quarter.
Well, let me
break down.
What happened to Matty Ryan over in Atlanta then?
Well, I said out of 61, Ronbo, and he's the worst. Matty Ice, he had one problem.
Because Jimmy ain't been
lost
playing.
In the championship game, you couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, because Jimmy ain't been playing for nobody but Kyle. So there may be a link. Well, okay, it's not fair to make that to decide that's who he is. So let's wait to see what he looks like next year, wherever he goes. I have a feeling there is.
But I'm just saying the stat that came out. It's just they said he's the worst fourth quarterback.
Yeah. Well, he's number 6 on the list since 2016 as a top winning percentage quarterbacks too. He's got a lot of stats. He got some bad.
He does, but that's just one of the worst ones. Like I said it before. I give it to him. He got us to a Super Bowl champ. But then you look at Kaepernick. Kaepernick did the same thing. He got us to a Super Bowl and he got us to a championship game. But hey, they couldn't win. So that doesn't change anything. We just need to win. They need to win in the fourth quarter.
Hopefully that happens next year. If indeed we have breakdowns in the fourth quarter next year, there's going to be a lot of people talking about that. They say, listen, Kyle.
Hey, well,
they
you
got
to think about it. You
need to change something.
I get that. 1 year, I can't blame Trey. Not 1 year. Now, Jimmy's been here 5.
Okay.
So
what I'm saying
that's
is
a little different. Now, if Trey does it again in 2 years.
And it was exactly the same. No, even 1 year. Not exactly the same way, though.
Well, 1 year, I give him 1 year because, it's his first year officially starting all season. 2, we're getting to the point like, come on, dude, you can't keep doing that. So, at least every quarterback gets 1 year to learn the system. And
what I'm saying is it all the quarterback, or does it have something to do with the offensive play calls? Because watching Kyle, he can get a little conservative, or he goes the wrong direction completely sometimes in the fourth quarter.
No, he can. He's gotten flustered too.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's learning and taking notes. Kyle, you did that time. Do something different this time. See,
but at the same time, if your play call ain't working and stuff like that, it's up to the quarterback to try to make a play. You're on the court. All the coaches do is make the call. You just got to find a way to make to extend the play.
Let me ask you about that though.
Every other quarterback we've seen.
Go ahead. How long do you think it's going to be before Kyle lets Trey completely on his own like that, though? See, because he never did let Jimmy on his own. I want to know if Kyle thinks that Jimmy can call. No,
there was a couple times it did, but then Jimmy couldn't do nothing.
You remember exactly
what did Jimmy do? Jimmy threw that interception at the end of the game. He could have took a sack and started, had another down. That was a bonehead play by Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm talking about audibles at the offensive line and recognizing the defense and making a change. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about 3 seconds to go in the game and you're throwing the ball just to be throwing the ball. That people getting all crazy about that. Hell, we had 20-something seconds. I mean, he couldn't take 4th and 25. Anyway, but that's what I'm talking about.
You think about it. Well, if you get Tom Brady and you think about it, Tom Brady's going to run the offense the way he wants, not the way
Tom Brady.
Shanahan wants. You put Aaron Rodgers is going to do the same thing. So it's going to be to a time where the quarterback has to say, it's my team, you're the coach, yes, we run your plays, but I'm out here trying to win you the games. Are you going to let me do my job? Yeah, or we're going to do your stuff your way.
But remember, LaFleur and Rodgers had a hard
exactly.
time
LaFleur and Rodgers don't get along for the same thing. Now, you bring Rodgers here to the Niners, he's going to do the same thing. They're not going to get along either.
And where did LaFleur learn that from? Where. That's what I'm saying. People need to know, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, you get...
Yeah. But anyway.
At the end of the day, a quarterback has to win the game, and you have to let him do what he has to do, run the offense.
Let him do it. That's the bottom line.
If that was partially Jimmy's problem too. Dude, I get you trying to do what Shanahan tell you to do, but you got to run that offense. At the end of it, you're the one commanding these other players what to do.
And going to get blamed if things go wrong. So, we run out of time, though, Phil.
Yeah, he's going to get blamed because he's the quarterback.
Yeah. I
At
get
the end of
you.
the day, he's going to get quarterback. If Trey Lance is out there and he's doing the same thing Jimmy is doing, he's going to get the blame.
Well, get ready for it
So
because he's a
Trey
rookie
Lance needs
too.
to learn.
All right, Milo,
I'm the quarterback.
we
Let
got to
me run the
roll.
team.
We got to go. I'm gonna see.
Right.
I'm gonna see you Friday though. Okay. All right, fam.
Right.
Good night, fam. Yo, Raymond.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. I'm starting to get used to this yucky situation, but life goes on. But Raymond, gave the keys. Jimmy got out the car, gave the keys to Trey. I mean, it ain't final yet because until he leaves. But I mean, the thing is, it is in progress. So you're feeling on that exit?
Well, I mean, the man talked good. He got a nice speech. He represented well for himself, so somebody would pick him up. I told you, man, I've been saying the same thing for about 3 or 4 years now. I'm worried more about the defensive side of the football than I'll let y'all argue about the quarterback because I know that the 49ers is going to win regardless unless we get somebody like CJ Beathard or something like that is not competent. Jimmy G wasn't bad, but he wasn't great, like I was telling you the other day. And I told you that they gave up on him, and you thought that the reason they let him play and all that. I think they let him play because we went on a run, and they just left him in there. I think Trey Lance is going to be more explosive for our offense, that's for sure. He might make mistakes, and I always say the same thing. A quarterback has to make a mistake, right? So we need defense. I'm concerned about the secondary, and I keep saying, I've been saying that 4 or 5 years now. We haven't really paid any attention to it, and it shows. Odell Beckham and Cooper Kupp was running crazy on us out there. We need some young legs that can run with those guys. We got Ambry Thomas, but he's young. I think we should go get a free agent, a big name free agent, and draft one. Stephon Gilmore's out there. We could probably, I don't know how old he is or how fast he ran. I know he ran a 4.4 and
I saw his name linked to the 49ers too. I just remember that now that you mention it.
Yeah, like that's what I'm worried about because the quarterback gonna make a mistake. Football is a team game. I equate Jimmy G to Trent Dilfer. Like he's a game manager, but the whole team got to win. So the defense has to step up, and that's what I'm worried about is our secondary. So I'll let y'all argue about Jimmy or Trey. I think the offense would be more explosive with Trey. Because he can't do as bad as Jimmy did. I mean, Jimmy didn't do bad. Don't get me wrong. He make a lot of nice passes over the middle. That's good. But when he try to throw it to the boundary, it's always something. When he rolls out, it's always something. He plays, but then he has those deer in the headlight moments. So I would like to see him play on another team without our defense, without our run scheme, and see how he does. So that'd be interesting to see. But for the most part, I'm worried about the secondary. We need to figure out what we're gonna do. With that, everybody keep talking about wide receivers and all that other stuff. I know you say you need to take the top off, which is right. People run fast all the time, but we need somebody who could play some man defense and stay in front of these wide receivers because it's a pass happy league. And I keep saying the same thing over and over again. So that's what I'm concerned about. I would love to see them pick up some secondary help.
Well, I'm sure they're going to be looking around to see what they can afford. But I think they like Ambry. I'm pretty sure they like Eman Mosley. So, but they need depth.
Yeah, but Kawan Williams a free agent. Dante Johnson free agent. We got another one that's a free agent too.
And it's going to be interesting to see
secondary,
who wants to stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, man. I'm being honest. The quarterback, man. It's a big part of the team, one of the main parts of the team, but the whole team got to play football. So that's what my thoughts are.
Yeah, because
I told you Kyle didn't trust him when he made that draft.
Trust who? Jimmy?
When he made that draft pick, the jury was out for Jimmy. So
Raymond,
the writing was on the wall.
We don't have time, but Raymond, that's not accurate. Why did they go to Jed York and say we want to keep Jimmy? We want to make a draft pick, but we want to keep Jimmy. Why would you do that?
You got the man in the current. You're paying him so much money. Why the Lakers
there's
don't
another
trade
good reason.
Westbrook?
You could get rid of the money. You could save that money. I don't need to go ask Jed York, can I keep Jimmy G? if I don't trust or believe in it.
Well, who else
That
is
doesn't
going?
make any
Who
sense.
else is? If he trade, all right, Ronbo, what you talking about, right? Who else is going to take Jimmy G for that kind of money? We paid Jimmy G like that handsomely because we needed him. We
doesn't
had
matter.
C.J. Beathard and Nick Mullins.
I can get rid of him in any number of ways. I can cut him before a dateline. I don't need to worry about that money because last year they could have got rid of Jimmy, save that money. All right.
Well, I never
let me
had
just run
too
this
much
by
of
you.
a
They mentioned it early on. They said he's raw. We want to bring him in here. We're going to redshirt him, and we're going to let him sit a year and learn. That was the plan from the beginning. I don't know where this story comes from where the 49ers don't trust Jimmy. Why the hell would I keep him then? Get rid of him. I save a lot of money.
Why would you? All right, you talking about insurance policy, right?
I'm
Why
saving
would you
money.
Why would you give up all your draft picks for the whole future if you believe in this guy? That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't even be having this topic conversation if they believed in this guy. They would have just gave him an extension.
About this, I don't like Jimmy. I don't trust him. This and blah blah blah. I'm saying, you know what? That's not right. They like Jimmy.
I'm
but
saying
the thing
the
is, they
coaching
don't
staff
trust
don't
him.
trust him.
They don't trust him to stay healthy, and they don't want CJ and Nick waiting if Jimmy goes down because they already proven he wasn't going to stay healthy, right? So we're going to go in there and get a starting caliber quarterback.
You got health insurance, right? Right? You got health insurance. You're going to pay $50 million for health insurance?
Raymond, me and you need to argue about this again. We're out of time.
You're going to give up your whole future for health insurance? No, you're going to try to get the cheapest policy you can.
I'm going to get rid of Jimmy.
But all right, Ronbo, I know you got to go, and I heard you earlier say that you wanted to hang up on time, but I'll just call you the next time. But I'm just thinking about it. All right,
bring your case, because I'm going to bring my lawyer. You bring yours.
Yep.
You all love you, man.
All right, go Niners.
All right, fam. And Mars73 says, Jimmy showed class on the exit press conference. Hope he goes to a great team. Expectations for Trey is Super Bowl or bust. Oh, Mars, it can't be that serious. Which is unfair, but true. That's a lot of pressure to put on that kid. I think the 49ers know they hope to compete next year. We got a lot of great pieces around them. You still got the nucleus there of the offense. The defense, like Raymond's talking about, that needs to be rock solid. And Trent Williams, please, we got to find a way to keep him healthy. Hey, Brad. Brad.
Hello?
Is that Brad? That's Brad. That's that voice. Hey, Brad, come on in, man. We're looking at Jimmy G, and it looks like it's pretty sure now that he's going to be leaving us. And I was collecting spirits on that. I mean, should I say opinions on that? Brad, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's an interesting ride with him. We've had our ups and downs. He's carried us, to 2 conference championships. He's a winning quarterback. But he's on and off in big moments. But I guess we gotta hope Trey Lance is ready for us. Because if he is, I think we'll be fine. Hey, if we have Trey Lance next year, we'll have to bring up our defense a lot. Our D-line and linebackers, I'm not worried about. It's just our secondary. And if we can somehow find a way, to get that better, I don't see where we would be.
Brad, one thing I just read where it's a lightweight thought, but do you know that Dre Greenlaw? He's a chip that a lot of people will give something up for. The 49ers may trade him just because of the fact that we have Azeez Al-Shar, who's a lot. I think Dre's contract comes up now. Yeah. Al-Shar was an undrafted free agent. The 49ers are thinking money this year. Would you like to see Dre get traded? That's a scary thought. I like him.
He's looking good, but we have a lot of depth in our linebacking core.
True.
And if we could draft someone, so
then there's that
it's all up to trust the Niners organization. So I'm not really worried about that. But
were undrafted
if we can't,
free agents. No, Dre got caught in the 5th round. Yeah, well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think so. Yeah, if we trade him for a big secondary piece, or maybe an early, maybe a 3rd round, 4th round pick, something like that, I don't see why we wouldn't. But he is a big piece. I feel like he's the 2nd best linebacker. So, it is tough. But I trust Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch and everyone, so I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah. But go on. What else were you saying about Jimmy? Because we got a couple of minutes to go.
Oh yeah. You know, he's been on and off with us. I'm gonna miss him though. He's a great fit in our locker room, but in big moments, you know, he was on and off, but I don't know. I'm excited about Trey Lance's future though. I feel like he can develop to be like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I like his dual threat ability. I just hope he doesn't use it too much to where it comes to like Lamar Jackson or something. But I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, it's going to be really adventure, especially for the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season. I don't know what our schedule's going to look like. They're going to. Well, you know what? We won a lot of games this year, so we're going to be playing. Yeah. We're going to start off playing against Green Bay and Tampa, and you know, a lot of the powerhouse teams in the NFC. Outside of our division. It's going to be interesting to see how he's going to handle that because you know how coaches are going to do with a quarterback doesn't have any experience. They're going to come at him with a lot of things, and he's going to say, well, hey, coach, what was that? Okay, listen, you know what? I need you to see that first, and we're going to figure out what we can do against that at the halftime.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's got to go through that.
I'm curious to see what Kyle Shanahan does with Trey Lance. But about Jimmy Garoppolo, I think the teams will probably go to are I think the Buccaneers is probably the team's gonna go to. Maybe the Steelers. I don't see, maybe. I don't know. But also the Commanders. I don't know. By the way, I don't know what kind of name that is. That name is
how they come up with that?
Yeah, I thought it was something, but you know, yeah, I think the Buccaneers could be a really good fit with him. But you know, they have a good defense, a good run game, so yeah.
Again, you want to be in a situation where he wants to win, so you got to put him in a situation where it's possible to win.
Yeah, for surely. I think Rodgers might run it back one more year.
Yeah,
you know, I think he's thinking. Yeah, Tom Brady's gone. Jimmy Garoppolo's gone from the Niners, so it's like I feel like it's his best opportunity to win one. But
yeah, Brady's probably serious. But Rodgers is going to act like he doesn't want to play. He's going to take. He does that, Brad. He does that so he can get the whole season off. He doesn't have to report to OTAs. He doesn't have to come to camp. Rodgers, you know what? I don't mind. I don't want to continue playing football, but I don't feel like busting butt all the way till the season starts. Rodgers is one of those kind of guys. You can tell. He's an actor. God. Anyway, Brad, we're going to go. We're out of time. I'm going to be back Friday looking for you. Okay?
All right, Ronbo. Have a good one.
You too, Brad. And hey, Brian Culp. Oh, March 73. Jimmy started. We started winning. Went to Super Bowl and NFC, and you know, and we're going to expect that from now on because we're kind of thinking if your quarterback's out there, Jimmy can do it. Everybody thinks everybody can do it. So you know, and he's got you know what? He's got a polished group out there now. It's not like Jimmy had to raise those guys up, right? As they got older, mature, they got better. Well, they're already ready now. So I'm thinking there shouldn't be a lot of growing pains. I don't want to start losing next year. You know, the defense has got to be patched up a little bit, but still. Hey, Bryant.
Hey.
Thanks, Mars.
Hey, I definitely I can hear you, and I think you're right. No one wants to lose.
Yeah.
No one wants to lose.
We're not ready for that. We're not used to that. We think as long as we're on the field, as long as everybody's healthy, which has been an issue with us, we think we're supposed to win, right? I'm not going to be able to get off that mindset and go back to 2016 or 2015. Oh no.
No, and it's one of those things. Like I said in the past, you know, we got to win our division. We win our division, then you know we can concentrate on everything else. I think we got we looked past the Rams game and we just thought Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe not the Niners, but the fans. We already automatically were like, oh, we're going. And you know, I was thinking that too, but you know, you got to always take one game at a time.
We beat those guys all the time.
But with Jimmy coming, you know, to our team, with Shanahan and everything, we started out. Everybody thought, oh, we were going to get Kirk Cousins. That was that plan, and then he didn't
Kyle's
come.
plan. Yeah.
And then we had Brian Hoyer, and he couldn't do anything. And then CJ, everybody liked CJ because he got hit and got back up, but we weren't winning.
Tough.
Yeah, and that's about it. And then and he was Kittle's quarterback from college. That kind of helped.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, when he came in, he got to play that one time, and everybody was like, wow, he threw a touchdown right away against the Seahawks, and then he got to play like 5 games, and it wasn't Kyle's offense. It was Jimmy going out there and playing backyard football.
Yep.
So when Jimmy got hurt in 2018, he really pissed off Kyle, I think. And that's when, he lost a lot, because of his injury. He couldn't drive the ball the way he used to. And he wasn't really, known for his arm. He was maybe known for his accuracy. But I think before that injury in Kansas City, he lost that, because he couldn't drive the ball with the lower body of his legs. So after that, we go to the Super Bowl, and everybody, he couldn't throw the ball, when we needed him to, and that goes back to his injury. And then he gets hurt, and everybody's like, oh, he can't stay healthy. This year, it's back and forth because we at the beginning of the season, I know Trey was the reason we moved up, they say, but the night before the draft, we go ahead and call Green Bay about Aaron Rodgers.
I know.
And I've called him multiple.
They didn't know what they wanted to do, did they? They were just.
No.
God, Niners, what is this? What are we hearing? It doesn't make sense.
So,
you're going after Rodgers. You're looking at this guy. Looking at this guy. You're drafting losing draft picks. They're going for the draft. What are you doing?
Correct. Prior to that, they were looking at Watson. They were looking at Stafford. They were, it was just they knew they had to upgrade at this position. So then, but the team loves Jimmy, and Jimmy does win, but is he winning because his talent, or is he winning because of scheme? And it's sad because, you'd think he could throw the ball a little bit better around the field if he was a little bit more comfortable. But he gets out there and he's super tight. And then the next thing you know, he throws a pick, and then, he shakes that off and he goes back out and throws it again. Or he does good. But it's Kyle's offense. It's not him playing the way he had that swag. So I think wherever he goes, hopefully, even with his injury and his lack of talent that he might have had at one time, I'd like to see him go maybe to the Saints or something like that. But if he does go to Pittsburgh, I think that's going to be funny because that's what Stephen A's favorite team or something like that. And how much he likes
and Stephen A's always talking bad about him. That would be hilarious.
But hey, before I jump off, because I know I've been talking a little bit, but I do think, Trey, if he gets a chance to start this season, that'll be really good. But I do think we're going to make some kind of move to go after a veteran quarterback. And even if we don't, get somebody like Aaron Rodgers, who would you like to see come in and be a backup for Trey Lance? Because we do need somebody if Trey does get hurt.
Brian, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around and see what that market looks like, because I have no idea. I do know there's going to be competition as far as lots of quarterbacks rolling around here, but some of those guys are. And watch the 49ers. If the wrong name comes up, Brian, I guarantee you're going to hear Kyle and John involved. This is what they do. They don't know any stone get unturned. And I remember going to say, Kyle, what do you do with Trey? Well, we figured we go ahead and we bring Aaron in and let him work a couple of years. We give him a 2-year contract, and by that time, Trey should be full. Oh, I know you guys. Brian and I were talking about that on the program. We knew you guys were going to do it. You guys look around every year. This is what you do. And even after we get Brian, even after we get Aaron, you're going to do it again the next year too. This is what they do. Anytime a big name comes out, well, we always want to see if we can improve ourselves. Okay, well, Jimmy's.
I don't know how they would be able to go. I don't know how they'd be able to go and sign, Aaron at this point. He would totally have to, I don't know how they do it financially. I don't really know, but I know the cap's going up in a couple of years. I know they could probably do some kind of trades like they've done with Miami or something like that. It's possible, but he could go to Denver. He could cut. I don't know, but either way, we are going to get a veteran quarterback to back up either Trey or start. And I'll get off real quick, but I'd like to see Fitzmagic. I think he might be a good backup, or even if Trey did have to sit for a couple of games or something, you got him to come in and play a couple good games.
Yeah, he got seriously hurt though this past season, right? Fitz got hurt. He didn't come back after some. I don't. What was the extent of that injury? Anyway,
Last time I heard, he was on the Dolphins, and then they wanted to bench him, and I think he went to Washington positive. But
that's it.
All right,
Washington
Ronbo,
got
I'll call
hurt.
back in.
Yeah, because we're going to be talking about that situation a lot between now and the draft. So, all right.
Most
Bye.
definitely.
Give the best to family. And talk to you shortly. All right, man. Night.
Definitely. Thanks. Night.
That's going to be funny. All right. Alex Salazar says, losing Jimmy breaks my heart. Ronbo, I'm sick. Eric, thanks for the contribution. Yeah, you know. It's because he's been around for so long. And Jimmy's that quarterback that you always knew, oh, man, Jimmy's on the IR. Here we go with the losing. He comes back and we start winning. And, you know, he's no matter what you think about Jimmy, I mean, yeah, we lost the big games, but he always got you there. And, you know, you figured luck would have it. Sooner or later, he was going to bingo. Maybe not. I don't know. Ellis! Ellis.
Ronbo.
Ellis. We're having a goodbye Jimmy party. And your thoughts, Ellis?
And we appreciate the the wins and the good times, man. You know, I don't want to just shit on Jimmy because it's not right. There's some good things that he did do for us, and he did. We had one. I know that's what you talk about a lot. Is before he came, we weren't winning shit, and when he got there, we started winning. And just unfortunate that there wasn't a different set of circumstances. Like had he not torn his ACL, that year, when he came back, and tore the ACL in that damn Chiefs game, and could have been a totally different story written for Jimmy, here with us and stuff. So you just never really know. I mean, he would obviously have to play, make some decisions a little bit better, but we're not in control of how guys process things, what they choose to work on individually, how they choose to make certain decisions and stuff like that. It's really on them, and that's what's so hard because we want to be the ventriloquist and be the one that's do this and move that way or throw it like this and do it like that, and it's just not possible. It's not reality, and there was a lot of times where Jimmy did a lot of great things for us. You know what I'm saying? He came through, and it's a little bittersweet in moving forward because I mean I'm thankful. I'm just so thankful that we actually have a stellar rookie quarterback who's ready to come and do the damn thing. It's still the transition. You know what I mean? It's been this unit for such a long time, and so now we're that is now over with, and so we have to we shedding our skin, the old skin, and we got some new skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be interesting to see how we come into the 2022 season. Right off the bat, I'm sure that Trey's going to be working hard. I hope that Trey is being diligent and looking at the mistakes and the good things that Jimmy did. You know what I mean? And he's, if he's a lab rat, I'm hoping that he really was looking at those situations because he's going to be presented with a lot of the same set of circumstances, in game, and he's going to need to go through the progressions and emotions, and it's going to be his time.
Yeah.
So and he's got to make sure that he comes in and does the damn thing. I think he will. I look forward to seeing what Kyle's plan is for him and what he's going to do with this offense. If it's going to be the little shit he was doing this season, I'm not too excited as of right now. Maybe I got to see it first. But, from what I saw him doing with Trey this year, it kind of looked like, Kyle didn't really know what to do and he was just experimenting. So we didn't get to really maybe see what Kyle will be planning for him in a full season schedule, as far as a visual in that, in that state where he's got Trey solely as his starter. and he's not just having to use him for a game or for a couple of plays, and we're only getting to see, minimal production or just minimal compilation of plays. You know what I mean? Kyle hopefully can get really into it and let this kid work to the best of his ability. You know what I mean? Kyle's got to put him in a position because it has a lot to do with just Kyle offense, as well. Right?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That goes for any quarterback he ever gets. He's still going to run that. As long as the Yak brothers are out there, it's still going to be a short passing game because Kyle wants that ball out of the hands of the quarterback as fast as possible. But he should get a speedster, Kyle, and that way you could let Lance use that arm of his. Because if he's just bombing downfield and ain't nobody gonna make it, then it's useless. You got to get somebody who can get downfield. Get a deep threat quarter runner. You got to do it.
Yeah. And I was hearing you talk about Dre Greenlaw. I would hate to see Dre gone because then, only because, having Aziz and Fred, if one goes down, then who the hell's going to fill in? I mean, we're going to sign Flanagan. We're going to sign Flan for peanuts.
I know, because we get hurt.
But he's only one player. But that's what I'm saying. So I don't know how I feel about the Greenlaw thing, but if we're that desperate for real estate and we need some pieces to play with, and I guess it just comes with the territory. So we have to move from there. But we got a lot of guys who are not going to, or as of right now, are free agents or going to be on the market.
Boy, we got plenty of them.
Yeah, and I think Aziz Al-Shair, for sure is one of them, and a lot of other guys in the secondary as well. So
who stays?
A lot of pieces. So
yeah,
we just got to make sure that we can get ready though, Ronbo. I'm wondering what we get for Jimmy. I think we get, at the most, I don't think we get a first round pick. That would be a blessing if we could, but I think we'll get like an early second, mid second round, and maybe a fifth round or sixth possibly.
Yeah, it's gonna be conditional pick no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We'll give you a first or a second if he makes it through the season. If
he makes it to the playoffs.
And that's probably gonna be what we're getting at. I would guess. So, anyway, else we go.
Yeah, the Carson Wentz treatment. The Carson Wentz treatment. Huh?
Exactly. And that's why Carson's out there playing with a broke leg.
Ain't that a BIT?
Yeah, it's rough out there in the NFL, man. God, it's terrible. All right, fam. I'll be looking for you Friday, and let's see what develops because there's going to be a lot of in Santa Clara. All right.
Yeah. Right on, Brother Ronbo. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Shout out to the faithful, man. And just last thing real quick. If you've seen Sean McVay's face when he used all of those challenges and he had no more timeouts left, he looked like it was over. His life was flashing before his eyes, and we had the opportunity to bury them. And this shit will not sit well with me for a long time. Yeah. But all right, y'all.
All right, fam.
Yeah. Peace and love, man.
Peace and love, Alice. Shout out to the squad.
I'm still hot, man. I love y'all, man. Peace and love, peace and hair grease.
Haven't heard that in a while. Thanks, Alice. Nice.
Go.
13th. The 13th. I gotta figure out how to read that. Never forget, Jimmy just threw that MF up twice. I don't get that one. Anyway. And Mike, we were looking for Mike for like 2 days. He had him up there, and he didn't show up. Is that the same case today? Mike, you there?
What's going on?
Remember it. Don't forget about it. Remember
it. Forget about it over here. What the hell's going on over
Mike,
here?
did you pass? I told everybody the other day, Mike tried to go through a whole bowl before he got on, and it laid him out.
and you know what? And I'm going to tell you right now, Ronbo, you know what? That was part of it, but the other part of it was I couldn't take it anymore, Ronbo. What I was hearing when people was calling in, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I really couldn't take it, and that's why I kind of set the thing down, and I went over in my little smoke chair, lounge chair, and I just sat back, and that was it. That was it. Forget about it. It was over. And look,
I gotta tell you, Ronbo, I don't know what I'm more excited about. I don't know if I'm more excited about the fact that we got a quarterback now that could throw the ball more than 20 yards down the friggin' field, or whether or not we could hopefully finally come together as a fan base, all right, and finally get behind the quarterback, because it has been a while since we've been that way. You know what I mean? I'll say it was that way maybe in 2018, coming off of 2017. We all had high hopes,
Yeah.
and then Jimmy G blows his ACL out. And, forget about it. The rest is history, Ronbo. But I got to tell you, though, all right, I hear everyone and everyone trying to say nice things, but guess what? Nobody fucking here cares. And no one here is employed by the fucking 49ers or anyone else, Ronbo. So let's stop with all the sweetheart shit, all right? Because I got to tell you, I don't know what made me more sick. I don't know what made me more sick was watching the freaking replay of that game last night or the Super Bowl. Because guess what? They were both the same friggin' thing. They were both the same type of play from Jimmy Fragilio in the fourth quarter, all right, just shitting his pants. And once again, I as a fan, even after dropping all the cash to go there and watch it in person, I as a fan had to get my fucking heart broken as a person again. Only difference is, Ronbo, you know what the difference was?
What?
You know what it was, Ronbo?
No, what was
I
it?
didn't have to wait for the all-22 film to see the wide-open guys running around. I saw it there. I saw it there in person. I told all of you. I told you that day when I called in that night when I was heartbroken. I told you what I seen. And if anyone, including yourself, had a shot to look at the all-22, you see exactly what I was talking about. All right? The only difference is in the Super Bowl, the star of the show was George Kittle. George Kittle was the player who was jumping up and down at the end of his routes, flaring his hands up at the end of the routes, looking over at the sideline at the end of the routes, going, how come I didn't get the fucking ball? Well, this game, it was Brandon Ayuk. That's it. That was the only difference. Same story, same storyline, same situation, and it played out exactly the same. And you know what, Ronbo?
What?
I thought for 1 second, now I know what it's like to be insane. Because what's the definition of insanity, Ronbo? Doing the same fucking thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Right, Ronbo?
Yes. I've never heard that definition. Right? But it makes sense. I've always wondered what insanity really is. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a part of it. You look it up, and that's a part of being insane. Doing the same fucking thing over and over and over and over again and expecting the results to be different. Yeah. And forget about it, Ronbo. Forget about it. Look, I appreciate Jimmy's class. I appreciate him being a professional. I appreciate all those things, all right? Thank you for that. Outside of that, forget about it. Forget about it. You know why? Because broken hearts like Deebo Samuel, missed opportunities like 2 out of the last 4 years, missed opportunities to be there when we had the better team, when we had the ability to get it done. And it's even more so this time because we had to fucking lose to a bunch of bums who we beat 6 straight freaking times. And we lost to them again, this time with a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Before we run out of time, was that constantly going on in the fourth quarter? It
was constantly. What did he do? The numbers were exactly the same. No. He completed, 1 or 2 passes?
No.
One or two passes for 30-something yards.
No, I get that.
For 30-something yards.
What I want to know is, where was Kyle? And even if I'm a player,
Ronbo,
why don't I come and tell Jimmy, dude, what do I need to do to get the ball?
Ronbo, that is the worst part about it, Ronbo.
Yeah,
when you look at it, I get it. Kyle fucked up. I get it when it comes down to going forward on the 4th downs and all that other stuff. But look at it this way: when you watch the freaking game, when you look at it, the plays are there to not be in that situation.
Well, yeah.
You don't get in that situation when you hit Brandon Ayuk over the middle. You don't get in that situation when you don't get Deebo Samuel the ball. You don't get in those situations,
Mike,
Ronbo.
we're going to go past. Mike, we got to stop, though. We're going to get cut off. But listen, I feel you on this.
Right,
I'm not arguing.
right.
I'm not arguing.
I
agree.
don't know why listen. I'm just saying, Ronbo. Enough of the cherry on top bullshit.
Right.
Let's just call it what it is.
He's out of here.
You said earlier, Ronbo, about the whole, like, they're not trusting and this and that. You're damn right. Freaking Kyle Shanahan doesn't trust Jimmy freaking Garoppolo, because when you got 10 men, 9 men in the box, and you still can't tell your quarterback to throw the ball over their head because you don't trust him to throw the ball.
Mike, we really got to stop, Mike.
About it.
Mike, we're gonna come back Friday. All right. Have a great night.
All right, Ronbo. All right. Sounds good. I'll let you get back to the cherry shit. But you want to talk a real deal, we can do it all day long, Ronbo.
I know that.
Real facts all day long.
There
I'll
you
talk
go.
to you later.
All right,
Push the
fam.
button.
Nice, Mike.
Push the button.
And wait, hold on. Champagne says, I watched Jimmy's press conference and I'm sad to see him go. I hope that Jimmy finds success wherever he goes. Watch him beat the Niners in the Super Bowl. Oh, Champagne, no! This cannot happen. That would be like the worst thing to happen. And Mike would lose his mind. Oh, he couldn't play like that when he's playing with us. And now we play him, and he comes and beats us out in the Super Bowl. That's why I hate that. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Mike is hilarious. But, Mike, you spend a lot of money, and I understand you're paying, though. I mean, to be there and watch that happen, that's got to be rough. Marion, come on in, fam.
What's up, man? I got two questions for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I ain't for doing that red and all that's unnecessary.
No.
It ain't gonna change the situation.
True.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen Kyle Shanahan like on a timeout on a big play? Have you ever seen him talking to Garoppolo on the sideline?
I know. That's why I was asking Mike that question, Marion. I said, you know what? If you saw all those guys running around loose, and everybody was free and open, and why in hell didn't Kyle say, Jimmy, you know what? You missed this, you missed this, you missed this. I want you to relax, breathe, go through your reads. There's guys available. Why doesn't he do that? And hey, I tell you something else, man. If I was a wide receiver and I'm doing this, like, Jimmy, dude, look for me. I'm telling you, I had that fish. He couldn't do a thing with me. Where is the communication? Coach, quarterback, player. I'm confused by that.
This is the thing with people, these fans are missing. Okay, you notice the greats, the Drew Brees and Sean Payton, Tony Dungy, Peyton Manning, Belichick, Tom Brady. In a timeout, when they're discussing things, fourth down, big play, you see them discussing it. And what do they say? Hey, what do you like on this play? What kind of play do you think we should run? What do you like? What do you don't like? And that's something that I didn't see out of Kyle Shanahan, because Shanahan,
you'll never see it.
Kyle
believes in Kyle, and you just do what you're told. I know what I'm doing. If you do this, you're going to get this result. He really believes that.
He's a spoon-fed coach. He want to be spoon-fed everything. He just want to just call the play. You go out there and run the play. And see, that's the difference. What these fans are not understanding. Kyle is not a player's coach. Okay, he is the offensive coordinator and he's the head coach. The head coach and the quarterback, especially if you call them the plays, y'all should be in sync with each other.
Because I'm the quarterback, I feel you on that. Because if I'm the quarterback, I see what's going on out there. I mean, Alex Mack and I got it all figured out. Kyle, here's what I need to do. Are people afraid? Because I thought the relationship was tight. Are they afraid? If I'm a quarterback, I'd say, Kyle, coach, you know what? I know for a fact this guy cannot cover Brandon. I know for a fact that George is wide open all the time. Can I go there?
Right.
And Kyle look at him and should say, I'm going to trust you. Do it. And contrary to what people believe, Jimmy doesn't have any problem throwing a damn ball. I mean, that's got to be a joke that's gotten out of control. If Jimmy wanted to throw somebody, he'd hit him. I ain't got no doubt about that. Maybe his hand is a little weak right now from being injured, but he still was getting that ball delivered.
Is
it's the things that I see, and I'm gonna be on Kyle ass forever, okay, until I see different. You notice, remember, Alex Smith was a dumpster fire, right? Jim Harbaugh gets there, coach him up, and now he played the best ball of his life in 2011 with a horrible receiving core. Michael Crabtree, Kyle Williams, Brandon Edwards. That receiving core was trash in 2011. We were still 13-3. Point what I'm saying is, Kyle Shanahan with Trey Lance, you're going to have to coach him up. You know, you just can't sit there and just fold your hands and call the play and fold your hands. You're talking about a quarterback who played one season in college. Hadn't played in 2 years.
Get used to it, Marion. He is going to be on a tight leash, and you talk about no freedom. Oh my God!
All the great quarterbacks have freedom. Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. You know, they checking the line of scrimmage. They changing the play. And if Kyle Shanahan, the problem with Kyle Shanahan is he's power hungry. He wants to be in control of everything.
Well, you know what, Marion? It's more than that. Him and his dad think that they know all there is to know about football. And you, at 21, 22 especially, and Jimmy, you just been sitting behind Tom Brady for years. Let me help you. And I don't need to hear from you. I just need for you to execute. You know, I really, the relationship, I really bet it's like that.
Well, the thing is with Mike Shanahan, he was spoon-fed too. He inherited Steve Young. He inherited John Elway. And after that, he could not coach no other quarterback. They didn't have no quarterback after that. Kyle Shanahan, the only quarterback that he inherited to him was Matt Ryan. That was MVP season.
And they damn near wanted to kill each other at the first year. Remember that? Because of what we're talking about now. Kyle said, Matty, if you just do as I tell you, you're going to be an MVP. And sure enough, Matty became an MVP. But still, let somebody think, Kyle.
Right. But let me ask you this one question before I go. No matter what, you know I'm short.
Real quick.
And no, today's my birthday, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Okay.
But do you think that Kyle Shanahan could bring this team a championship?
Oh, you asked me too quick. I want to believe he can. Okay, that's a good subject for a whole program. Man, we're going to go. Okay. I'm going to sing happy birthday to you as you go. I'll see you Friday.
I got you. Some hard questions. Well,
it's a scary, penetrating question, too. Woo! All right, man. Talk to you Friday.
All right, man. Thank you.
You know what? That's the question, you know? I mean, it's easy to blame Jimmy, but still, I do wonder. You know, if Matty Ice and him had a knockdown, drag-out fight the first year, you know what it was about. So you look at what happened to Jimmy, and everybody says, the quarterback's responsible. Damn that. He's got a boss. He don't just do whatever he wants to do. If you think next year the Trey Lance going to go out there and have the freedom to do what he pleases, boy, I got a whole bridge to sell you right out going toward the to Marin County. It ain't gonna happen, man. So you know what? For the 4 or 5 years, as long as Trey's with us the first year, maybe after that. But between now and then, it's gonna be Kyle's way or the highway. We'll see. You know. Hey, quick, Marion. You gotta happy birthday to Marion because we had to get him off the phone. Happy. Let's go to the Super Bowl in 2022. Birthday to Marion. Happy Niners birthday, Marion. Happy Niners. Man. That question is crazy, man. I'm going to bring that up. Can Kyle Shanahan lead this team to the promised land? He can you can take us to drink the water, but we got to get past that. Hey, Frank.
Ronbo.
Frank, man, we're sitting here. The Jimmy time is over. So, Frank, you know, the fish sandwiches are going to have to do without Jimmy sauce next year. Hey, Frank, you know, you know what? A lot of people that work Jimmy, and all of y'all, I love y'all, but I'm wondering which direction you go in next year. Is it time to work Kyle? Because because Trey's a rookie, or what do you do if we don't win?
Yeah. Well, no, man. No, for real, no. Hey, man, shout out to Dynamite, man. Dynamite was the best caller so far today. Dynamite, I agree with every point he made, man. But also, though, I do want to, definitely shout out, Jimmy, though, for, like, the way he handled everything. And, he was definitely a class act guy. And he did, come in 2017. All the good stuff he did and brought that winning mentality over and carried over from New England over to our team. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate, him for that. So that's all I got to say about that. But also, man, my focus is real on Kyle, man. Kyle, he got to prove that he can get over the hump, Ronbo. Like, he played too conservative. He's not aggressive enough. You know what I'm saying? And, you did it with the Atlanta Super Bowl. You did it with the 2019 Super Bowl. And you just did it with this right here on the line, the championship, right here on the line. If you don't trust in Jimmy, like, where was your reverse at? Like, where was, something, you normally call that throw the defense all balance, you know what I'm saying? And, and you didn't do none of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's on Cal as well, man. We can't really hold Trey to the failed rookie. So, I think he's gonna be great. I think he definitely gonna be great. I believe he learned a lot from Jimmy and probably just learned from, just
being in the NFL.
They got to taste and see how I feel, how the atmosphere is like, and being in the big game, NFC Championship. So I think he did learn a lot and probably, hope he might turn his game up to a whole nother level. We don't know. It's still the unknown, but we will find out, September when the season starts. So it's just on Cal, man.
It's what's funny. You know what? Maybe that's why Jimmy's got a big smile on his face. He's leaving. Everybody said, Kyle don't trust Jimmy. Kyle don't believe in him. Jimmy's probably saying, I don't believe in him either. That's why I'm getting out of here.
Yeah,
if you put the handcuffs on me and make me run your offense, and if I deviate, you got a problem with it, I'm done too. Because we ain't going to win like this, Coach. But I can't tell you that because you're Kyle damn Shanahan. So that's why I say this thing about trust is goes both ways. Because if a man's got a bad hand and a bad shoulder and I'm still playing him, I'll be damned if he don't trust him. In fact, he's scared not to put him out there. But that's neither here nor there now. But,
he did say in their press conference he wanted to bring Trey in and sprinkle him in. You ain't hear him say that in the press conference like he did want to bring him in. What I'm saying? When we was 3-5, he said when we was 3-5, I was like, okay, he's ready to go to Trey.
He thought about it, but when he started winning again, then he stopped thinking about it. Now, what does that tell you?
Yeah, but then he said he did. I think he did say he wanted to put him in as well in this game. I think. I don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I think he did say something like he still thought about bringing him in to play with you or something like that. But
I didn't hear that.
You know what I'm saying, Cal? I think you got. He said it. I don't know what part he said it, but he did say something like that. But Cal, it's on Cal, man. Cal, the coach, man. I'm holding him to the 5, man. You know what I'm saying? I give Sean McVay credit, man. You be aggressive, man. Cal just be too conservative, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this was out, like I said the other day, Monday night, Ronbo. This was our perfect opportunity to go and win the whole thing, Ronbo. I'm gonna be so mad if the Rams win this Super Bowl, Ronbo. Right. This was our golden. This got golden opportunity, Ronbo. These 2 Super Bowls,
Frank. They wanted it more than we did. They was, like Kyle mentioned in his press conference, they was blowing it up. That Rams defense was blowing it up at the defensive line. We lost in the trenches, and normally we don't do that with the Rams.
Ronbo, you the play call guru. You could have thought of something. We up 10, 17, 14, 17-7. And then even when we got the ball, there's no excuse because our offense got the ball back at least twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you couldn't even get. Yeah, like come on, you know they gonna stack the box. You know it.
Well, not,
you know what they're going to do.
But you know what you can't count on? Now, I don't know. I know Aaron Donald and company was in that backfield in a heartbeat. But I don't know what they could have possibly done about that other than maybe run an end around or something. You got to get past that pressure. And our offensive line just, I don't know, they got tired, weary from being on the road for 4 weeks. I don't know, but we lost it. We just couldn't hold them. It was in every snap. It was like, Jimmy's pressured hardcore 9 of the last 11 snaps. But you know what? Like you say, Kyle, figure it out. All right? You know?
That's your job, man.
On you. Yeah.
Well, this was our golden opportunity to win it all, man. We was right there. We was at the goal line, man.
That's why I'm pulling for Cincinnati.
Man. We was right there, man. I think the Rams gonna win, man. I think it's set for the Rams to win, man. I don't know why. I think it's set for the Rams to win.
No, because the Bengals don't have an offensive line. They're going to be all.
I mean, the Bengals young. They're young. You know what I'm saying?
And then there's that.
Yeah, they're young. They're young.
But
So,
Mahomes,
I think.
but Frank, Mahomes ain't. That team ain't young. They've been together for how long? They beat that ass. That's why I'm holding out hope. They can beat the Rams.
No, I want Cincinnati. Well, okay, all right, have a good one, Ronbo.
You too.
You know, it's too many stars over there in LA that they want, for them to lose that game. So, but anything can happen though. But shout out to you, Ronbo, man, and we just hope Cal get together, man. So love you, man. Shout out to y'all, man. And get back to this fish sandwich, man. And get back to this fish sandwich. All right.
Enjoy, Frank. Talk to you later. I'll be back Friday. 90 you love to hate. Jimmy's biggest fan. Now it's all Kyle's fault. Jimmy sucks as a quarterback. Question mark. Okay. 90 love to hate. At least he won't be in your way next year. Let's see what happens next year. And nobody said Jimmy had no faults. But you said it's all his fault. And this is what I take exception to. Hey, Tony.
Ronbo, my man, I feel for you. I'm sitting here shaking my head for the last hour and a half.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting what we look like next year and the reaction. Well, you know what, Tony, I already got it predicted. Trey's not going to get any blame next year because he shouldn't. This is his first year. Kyle is going to catch pure hell next year for a number of reasons. First of all, they're going to say Trey should have been playing last year to get him up to speed now. That Kyle, you're running the same playbook with him as you ran with Jimmy. Even Ronbo Sports run around here talking about Kyle ain't got no other playbook. He's right. Tony, I'm waiting for that moment.
But Ronbo, I think y'all gonna have success next year. You still got the same nucleus.
Yeah. Same guys.
Like I told you at the draft day, Trey Lance was the best quarterback in this draft, and y'all gonna find the whole world gonna find out next year. In my opinion.
The thing is, though, is Kyle going to utilize his strengths? Don't make him walk a chalk line through the Kyle Shanahan playbook of magic. Use some of his strengths, And maybe Kyle was using Jimmy's strength of getting rid of the ball quick. Maybe that's what he thought Jimmy was best at. Maybe that's why he designed that offense the way he did. But still, the run game is still going to be part of it.
Exactly, and you got to turn the young man loose too.
Yeah.
Don't keep him in a box because the man can make stuff happen. Read 1, 2, 3 ain't there. Get outside the pocket. Okay, go to read 4. Boom, or go back to read 3. Or take off. Run when you have to. Don't run.
Or have some design runs, and that'll throw him off as well. I like that idea.
Exactly. So, but so many of your people in your chat, man, just dogging Jimmy. You guys wasn't winning before Jimmy got there.
They've hated him all year long. Every time we lost.
Oh my goodness.
They were delighted all off season too. They loved it. This is why I say y'all got something wrong with you. When we're winning the game, it's about the team, not the quarterback. I mean, it is, but not that just because your quarterback ain't playing, you want him to lose. That's not my idea of a supporting fan.
Yeah, but the future is bright. The future is bright in Atlanta. I'm very happy, especially I want us to trade down from 8 to like 14 or 15 to get.
Are you number 8?
Maybe a first next year and a third rounder this year, and then we trade Calvin Ridley. And if you guys are interested, give us a second round pick. He's yours.
I wonder how Well, no, Ridley's a good wide receiver. You probably won't have any problem getting rid of him. I think the 49ers, if you want to get rid of a good, solid cornerback, they might be interested. Man,
no, we got some young corners. We're probably going to get a corner in free agency ourselves as our number 2.
Everybody wants a good cornerback because we got the frontline pass rush, but we need corners back there to clog them lanes up to give that quarterback a second to have to decide what he wants to do, and that's all the frontline defense needs, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do about the secondary. I worry about Tony. They're going to hold a little bit of a grudge. I wonder if Kwaski T gets re-signed.
What do you?
Tony?
Yes, sir. You hear me?
I heard you start to say something and it got cut off. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I said, what do you think about that? You think they're going to re-sign him?
I wish they would, actually. I don't want newbies any more than necessary. Okay, he made a lot of great plays. But as you know, a lot of people judge players by one play. Look at Jimmy. Jimmy will never, ever, I don't care if Jimmy goes to Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, and everything else, wins the Super Bowl, 49er fans will never forget every pass and INT he ever made. So Kwaski, I figure he might get haunted by this as well. Because if he catches that, it changes the game dramatically. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to let it go. They say defensive backs, when you make a bad play, forget about it and move on.
Yeah.
But Ronbo, no disrespect, but I was in tears laughing at night. I'm like, he was going off.
Well, that's what he does every time. I didn't think he was going to let us hang up. He's a very emotional guy.
Ronbo, it seems like you're a psych doctor for like about 75 people,
including some fans that aren't even on our team. Patrick Mahomeboy and Marketing Pro are in here all the time. Now, Patrick Mahomeboy, I have no idea why he's in here. After his team, but Tony, think about when's the last time you seen Patrick Mahomes look like that? He got his Super Bowl last year, but Burrows and company made him look like poo-poo.
And nobody's blaming Mahomes either. But if that was Matt Ryan, they'd be blaming him down in Atlanta all day.
Or Jimmy, he could not go home. He'd have to have an armed security to get him home. See, certain guys you land to get away with INTs.
All of your fans blaming Jimmy, this or that, yada, yada. Ronbo, who led them on that game-winning drive in the divisional playoffs in the cold in Green Bay to get the field goal? Who did that?
I think it was Mrs. Garoppolo's baby boy, Jimmy. But they got over that
quick. But they forgot about that real quick.
That's why I'm glad he's
leaving. The team all the way down there.
Yeah, Jimmy's finer moments are never remembered. But when he makes a mistake, boy, that's why I don't want him on this team. So, I'm glad he's leaving for that reason. After a while, it just gets old to keep hearing that, because no matter what he does, he's not going to be this. He's going to be hated. So he already burnt his bridge here. I hope he has good luck wherever he goes next. I really do.
I hope y'all can get a good draft pick for him.
I know, right? It's going to be a conditional draft pick, though. Yeah, because nobody's going to trust him to stay healthy. He got hurt this year. Jimmy's playing hurt on all that road schedule coming down the stretch of the playoffs. You can't give him that for an excuse, but I do give him a badge for bravery. A lot of guys would have bowed out. Jimmy said, man, forget this. I'm playing.
Hey, Ronbo, I was watching the Senior Bowl, the practice today. There's some good prospects, man, that I've seen play in college.
Can't wait.
Real good.
And he was getting 3rd and 4th round picks nobody's going to know about. Tony, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what, I'll look for you Friday. Hope you got some time for us.
Always a pleasure, sir. It's time to start getting our boards out, getting ready for our drafts.
Yes, indeed. Everybody, except for Cincy and L.A. All right, fam. Talk to you later.
I'll see you Friday.
All right, Tony.
Have a good night.
Good night. Chapin said, Ronbo knows I was a Jimmy hater, but the man had no offensive line. But before I was critical of Jimmy, I was saying he had no time to throw in the box. Man, that's why anybody watching that game, Mike says there were people open all over the place. Jimmy was out there trying to get away and run with his life. From where I was sitting watching the game, Jimmy had that defensive line blew up the 49ers offensive line, And it didn't take but a second. Now, I do understand the argument, though. If he had some mobility, he could have ran around for a while. Okay, maybe. But the Rams were hell-bent, and they just wanted it more. They just beat our offensive line to death. I mean, they kicked their ass. As soon as that ball was snapped, it was back in our lap. I don't know what Aaron Donald said to his people on the sideline when he said, see that pep talk he gave on the sideline? They came out like they was on drugs. And Fat Boy X, my donation is to hear Niner Mike for 5 more minutes. Love to hear that guy, though. He is fun, ain't he? Jack!
What's going on, Ronbo?
Jack, man, when you see
Ronbo.
Yo, I'm listening.
Hey, look, man. I just want to say this, man. I hear a lot of people. I see a lot of people in the chat, and I hear a lot of these callers calling in. And I just want to say, I'm red and gold until I'm dead and cold. You know what I'm saying? So if Jimmy's on the team and he's a 49er, then I'm going for Jimmy. You see what I'm saying? And I heard you talking to another caller earlier saying that, it's Kyle Shanahan's fault, for calling the plays and all of this. Yeah, it is. It's both of their fault, Kyle's and Jimmy's fault, because they both have a job to do. Isn't it? This is football. This is football, right? Kyle's job is to make the plays or draw up the plays. Jimmy's job is to go and play out that play to the best of his ability and single out which player he needs to throw the ball to. So Jimmy's really not good at that all the time.
No.
And in this game that we just lost right here, I don't know why anybody ain't talking about Trent Williams, man. He was hurt.
Jack, nobody cares.
He was hurt, man.
It's about wanting to lay all the blame on the quarterback. They don't care what happened. If somebody would drove a truck in and ran over Jimmy, they'd blame Jimmy. I promise you.
Yeah. Jimmy made a lot of mistakes. When he's good, he's good. When he's off, he's really terrible. But Trent was really hurting in that game. It was a time in the game when the camera was on him. He was looking up in the camera and he was like just screaming, like it was in pain, in agony pain. I was like, oh, I felt for him.
Jack, you said high ankle sprain and all. Remember that when he ran down the sideline to do his fullback thing? He hit the dude and just hit the dirt and passed out. I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah,
Floyd
he did.
got hurt though.
It didn't work. Yeah, but it's even with that, did you see number 99 number still didn't get called all night? He didn't record any sacks, did he?
Yeah, he got one. At the end of the game when Jimmy threw that ball
he got one
behind his back just trying to get rid of it. That was because of Aaron Donald.
Oh, that's at the end. That's at the end of the game. That's cleanup time, Rambo. Come on, man.
No, people take that
he did
seriously.
a good job.
They took that seriously. They said, you know what? Jimmy still had to throw an INT. I said, y'all as petty as all get out. Did that really?
We did a good job.
With losing and winning that game? I don't think so. So
yeah, it doesn't. And then a lot of the Rams. They played a good game.
They wanted it.
They wanted
gotta
it more
tip
than
your
that.
hat to them.
And I'll tell you like this. Faithful. We got to look at it like this. Let's say they go on and they beat Cincinnati for the chip. We all don't want to see that. Okay, but listen to this. Do you really think the Rams next year want to see us with that young lad back there? Do you know Sean McVay be looking across the field? If that kid has got this offense going, that's pretty scary looking over there, Rambo. And that would be a championship team facing us. They don't want to see us, man.
And like you're saying, the Rams know even if Trent Williams is healthy, we still win. Because they got away in the fourth quarter. They finally caught up with us through a couple of perfectly placed mistakes. And some of them had to do with the defense. But the thing is, they know they can't beat us on a normal situation. So, like you're saying, give me Trent Williams back. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. The defense could mess up even. Give me Trent Williams back. We could run. Because
Jack, I think Avery
let us run. They stopped that run.
No, they won't let us run.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, it was Kyle. Kyle's fault. He's supposed to, You know, he should have just let Jimmy you got to sling it out.
Let him
if that's
throw
the case,
it.
go
That's
down
what I
shooting.
say. Just let him throw it.
Let him
Kyle.
throw
You
it.
ain't got nothing to
Go
lose.
down shoot it. Go down shooting. You know, like the last caller said. You know, he said, and I said it the last time I called. You know, we was up 10 and we had 2 possessions after that. And we didn't do a squilly squat.
You know,
Nothing.
Jack, you know Jimmy's percentages on rolling out and bootlegging? It's over 100.
Oh, it's probably pretty high.
Why in
it's pretty,
hell
probably,
won't you
probably
do
the
that,
best
Kyle?
in
Just
the
let
NFL.
him bootlegger roll out of there so he can see his receivers and get it to him. Stop making him stand under center. Why don't you? Why,
Yeah, I
why
think
does your
you
dad
said that
call
right.
you up and tell you, Kyle, I think you should get Jimmy out of that pocket and let him so he can get a better look at the field and get those receivers and then get that blocking all going to one side, you know, and you should be able to see somebody. Kyle, even I can think of that. I'm not an X's and O's coach. You know, I don't understand why you insist on
Yeah, but you
this
right.
weight
You right.
practice.
You right.
I know.
You right. Kyle then use his strength. He didn't use him with his, you know, he didn't use his best strength.
It's
you know
fine.
what I mean?
Jimmy's
That's
out of
Kyle's
here,
fault.
and he looked happy about it too. So I'm fine. Go, Jimmy.
But I tell you what, man. You know, we have nothing to be worried about. You know, I think this. You know, if this kid right here, I was looking at the Titans game earlier, and you know what? Let me get on this before I go. I know I don't have much time.
Jack, we're out of time. Actually, we got to go.
All right, well, I'll
Bookmark
let
it,
you
will
guys go.
Bookmark.
I'll get you Friday, Rambo.
Don't forget it. Bring it Friday, and because I want to hear it. Okay.
All right, no problem.
All right, man.
All right, faithfuls.
All right, Larry.
Oh, hello, sir.
Nate, come on in, man.
Hold on. Let me give you the Garoppolo song right now, real quick. Okay.
Go ahead.
To my city, by the
I left the football in San Francisco. Hey, Casey, is that you? Nate, is that you singing? Because we can't play that. That sounds like you, though. That's not Tony Bennett.
It is Tony Bennett, yes, sir.
Was it? He must have been live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a live one.
Yeah, because I'll have to edit it out. But listen, a nice choice of music for Jimmy.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. No, I ain't got nothing bad to say, you know. Farewell. Hey, man. Good luck to you wherever you go.
It's all right. He won't be back around here to kick around next year, so that's cool. People should say what they want to say.
We'll be all right, man. The faithful are going to be around. We're all going to be around. At least Miami gets the 28th pick now in the NFL draft.
Oh, that's right.
Around.
Oh!
Yeah,
Yes! I forgot about that.
That's good. And so now we got to do that next year to them again. No, they're not capitalized. So hopefully they don't capitalize next year either. So and
that's
right. We did good. Now we got Trey Lance. They say he's ready. They say he's ready, right? That's what I keep hearing. He's ready.
Yeah. And you know what the players said, I listened to more than even Kyle. A lot of them said things I wanted to hear. He looks different than he did at the beginning. Because in the beginning, I didn't know what people were yelling and screaming about because I didn't see it there to get excited about. But from what the players are saying, I like what I heard. And, he's maturing. Good.
So we'll be fine. You know, it's going to be another good year. We had a successful year. I got nothing negative to say. I mean, who cares, man? Like, honestly, the Rams, you know, it was going to be in L.A. anyway, so they needed that to go that way. So, you know,
first thing I want to do is beat the Rams. Nate, I hope to just beat them to death. You know what? I wonder how many of those free agents are going to re-sign next year. Somebody said, yeah, Rams already signed all. Von Miller, OBJ, and Stafford, you already know. They're all coming back. Right?
Good. Yeah, let them come back, man. We got Debo, and we got Jenkins, man, inside that little slot. You know, he's doing well. You know that. We'll be fine.
Nate, here's the thing. They're going to spend all their money on 3 people? Good. Go ahead, Rams. Go ahead. Now let's see what you do with the rest of your roster. Love it. So they bought an NFC championship this year. Let me see if that works out. Let's see how that plays out and how does that work for them in the Super Bowl. If it fails, Oh, that will be very interesting, guys. You got all this way, and you're no better than us. You didn't win the Super Bowl. You got
I picked
there.
Cincinnati to win, though, man. Honestly, Cincinnati wins because of the JoJo connection. JoJo.
And
That's
Jamar
a fact.
Chase, and T. Higgins. I don't think the Rams can stop them because their linebacking group is like so. Now, the problem is, though, Nate, their offensive line is not even as good as ours. The Rams are going to be all over Burrows. I mean, they're going to be on him like white on rice. But he likes getting sacked. You get sacked 9 times, you get up and you still win? Oh, my, I'm impressed with that. 9 times? What? Against the Titans. So we'll see.
Yes.
And
all right, man. You have a
homeboy.
good night, man. Man, go Niners, though, man. I'm out, though. Like, honestly, I don't have much to say. Farewell, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Come in, Trey Lance. It's time to come in, and let's
get that Super Bowl now.
Go straight forward, and who cares about the past? It's over. We don't got
about the future.
Yeah,
All right,
now
man.
it is. Yes.
All right, Nate.
Take it
Talk
easy,
to you.
man.
I'll be back Friday if you got time.
Have a good night,
All right.
man. Yeah, man.
Well, is Patrick Homeboy still in here, man? Patrick Homeboy, your boy what happened to him? For that process, I don't care what anyone says. Trey's going to have some problems, same problems as Jimmy with our horrible old line. It needs to improve. The 49ers Brian thinks that the 49ers might look to improve that offensive line because they're a little old. Alex Mack stayed healthy all season, though. Laken Tomlinson, that's the healthiest guy. You know he never gets hurt. Aaron Banks. Where's Aaron Banks? Hey, Irvin. Hey, 323.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Hey, fam, I'm just sitting up here and saying goodbye to Jimmy and collecting all them thoughts. What do you got, Irvin? What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, I'm not a Jimmy guy.
Few people are.
I was excited. I was excited when he came. You know, those last 5 games when he came in. I mean, he just looked like everything that we needed. You know, he's that spark. And after that, you know, next season came in, he got injured. And I just feel like he really changed after that injury. And then, of course, the Niners, not one of their brightest moves, paid him $100 million, you know. But
well, Irvin, just like you just said, though, when he first came in, he looked like $100 million, right? And that's what happened.
I mean, off of 5 games, I mean, would you give him $100 million off of 5 games?
Somebody else would have. He would have signed with somebody else. And right there,
I agree.
That is what would have happened if the 49ers said, we can't pay you after 5 games, Jimmy. Okay, well, thanks anyway. And then he goes, right? So, you know, you wonder what would have happened then. We brought in Kirk Cousins.
Nah. I mean, well, that's a possibility. Don't get me wrong. I am
think
grateful.
what we would look like with Kirk. I don't know, mate. We look like the Vikings, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, you got to give it the. All right, this is what I wanted to say, right? I mean, I wanted to ask you, like, what do you see from Jimmy? Like, why are you so
supportive?
I don't want to say protective, but supportive. Definitely.
I'm supportive.
Definitely.
No, because like you said, before he came, this team looked like butt cheeks. I mean, we sucked. And he came in, all of a sudden, the whole story changed. We became relevant. People started picking us to go to the Super Bowl in 2018. And when he came back from that injury in 2019, they said for sure they got it now. He brought a magic from New England that made me crazy. I said, oh, my God, look at this. And when he did play well, he played very well. When he played bad, okay, he screwed up, you know. And then he got hurt again in 2020. You know, so this thing about his INTs, I'm trying to think of a quarterback that doesn't throw any ITs. So people call him a gunslinger. I always laugh because they say, Jimmy, sometimes I wish he was a gunslinger because Jimmy Garoppolo thinks he's Montana and Brett Favre and Y.A. Tittle all in one. He'll throw that ball into a window that's 3 inches wide. Jimmy! No,
I'll give you that, bro.
He doesn't give a hell what anybody says. Jimmy's gonna throw that ball. So I had to respect that, but I didn't appreciate it a few times, and that's the way he is. And I said we gotta do it, man. Let's see if we can get there. So we finally get the Super Bowl, and then that one time when it had to happen, he didn't get it. Granted, he did lead us to a 10-point lead, but that's the thing with the 49ers. Irvin, we can't get 10-point leads in the fourth quarter. We're going to get an ass whooping. I've got my mind made up. It better be 13 points, 14 points, anything. 6 points, 7 points. But do not be 10.
But the defense the defense held him to 7 through 3 quarters. I mean, it's a combination. I feel it is a combination of things. We win as a team, we lose as a team, right? But my thing with Jimmy, this is how I view Jimmy. Jimmy is a great game manager. You know what I mean? He's not butt cheeks. He's above average game manager. You know what I mean? Because like we all know, his thing is the center of the field. He doesn't throw outside the numbers. Although I gotta admit, I haven't seen him throw that pass to Ayuk all year. So when he did that, I was surprised. I was shocked. I was like, wow, Jimmy's throwing outside?
He can do that. Any quarterback in the NFL can do that mostly. Here's the thing, Irvin. That's not the offensive game plan. The reason why we got the Yak brothers is that's what the Yak brothers do. They cut across the middle of the field, they get the ball dumped off to them, and they get the ball in the playmaker's hands. That's Kyle's M.O. He doesn't have time for outside pass routes. They take too long. You take some of the stress off your offensive line by just those cutting routes. That's Kyle's offense. And people think that's Jimmy's offense. That's not his offense. You'll see that when he goes to the next team. He's going to run a totally different offense.
I agree, Ronbo. I agree. It's just, you said you were, before that, you were kind of worried about Trey coming in. And I can understand that because obviously he's raw.
I haven't seen him do enough yet.
But
I could change my mind quickly, though.
Yeah. I mean, but you got to admit, you're not going to go get – well, we've seen it. We've seen teams go get quarterbacks that same number or a little bit lower. You know what I mean? Look at Trubisky. It's so many quarterbacks we can name, but if he can come up with a plan for Jimmy, I think he can come up with a great scheme for Trey. You know what I mean?
Irvin, we're going to run out of time. That's a subject we're going to run off all year long, too. I can already feel that one. That's going to be the offseason subject. What is Kyle going to do with Trey? There's about 4 other things, too, that are going to be interesting. All right, fam. Irvin, good to hear from you, fam. We'll talk to you Friday if you got some time. All right?
Definitely, Ronbo. I appreciate the call. I mean, accepting my call and tell production I said thanks.
Thank you, Irvin. Have a great night, fam.
Take it easy, Chief.
You too. Yeah, Night About Nature. I don't know how many times I need to put hang a sign up. I'm not a hater, guys. I want Trey to succeed, and I ain't gonna be in here bad mouthing him. There's gonna be plenty of people doing it because that's what y'all do. You'll never catch me doing that. All right. So don't think that I hate Trey. That is so far from the truth, it's ridiculous. I want him to succeed. I haven't seen anything from him yet. You guys assume it because you hate Jimmy. I need to see Trey, and then I'll say I'm on his bandwagon in a heartbeat. Shh, I ain't like y'all. Hey, Eric, 5:30. Hello. 5:30. I like it. 530. Hello? Yeah. Hello? Sounds like somebody's trying to get in. I feel like I'm digging. Somebody got buried under the debris. I can hear something. Hello? 530. All right. Oh, by the way, For people, bang bang night. For people who keep telling me to take that poster down, every time you do that, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that down when I get ready. Please get ready to.
Hey, Rob, how about a double back from Niner Mike?
Mike, we got to go, fam.
How about a double back from Niner Mike, Rombo? I somebody, shot in the dark. It looks
somebody,
like production let me in, so
somebody,
maybe I know a guy.
Listen, somebody paid anyway. They wanted here paid for you to come on back. So go ahead, Mike.
Perfect. There we go. All right. And then it works out. Not to mention, I don't know. You thought you had a guy on here that tried to say that Niner Mike was Ubats. I was crazy or something.
Mike,
and you thought I wasn't
going
to call back.
That's what I like about you.
After hearing that, Rombo, forget about it. Let me tell you right now. Rombo. This is to me what is mind blowing to me. I get it. Kyle Shanahan isn't a perfect coach. All right, we all know that. But when you come off the field as an offense and everyone's sitting over there on the bench looking at their little friggin' iPad, and they see that this friggin' jerk-off missed another wide-open guy again, and Brandon Ayuk is jumping up and down, flapping his fucking hands around in the air because he just know he missed out on another touchdown opportunity, all right? And what is he supposed to do with that, Rombo? What is he supposed to tell his guys? Go ahead, I'm going to let you answer that. What is he supposed to tell his guys?
That's what I just got to say a little while ago, Mike. I said, you know what? If everybody sees that, including the coach, why in hell? Oh, you know, Mike, this is why I wish Kyle was upstairs. I don't think he can see the field. You know, because there's a coach.
No, look, Rombo,
why don't you tell Jimmy, I need for you to hit the guys that are open.
Plays. Rombo, he calls great plays. He sees the field perfectly. Does he always make the right decision? No, and I'm talking specifically about fourth down situations, when to go for it, when not to go for it. Yeah, he struggles with that. We all know that. But what we all need to also know and also get very freaking realistic about is the fact that this guy for 4 years, I don't give a crap injured or not injured, for 4 years, he made the same friggin' mistakes. You want to talk about, I want to see what Trey's going to do and how Trey's going to improve and what Trey's going to be. Well, what the freak did Jimmy do to improve in 4 freaking years? What aspect of the way that Jimmy played to you this season, Rombo, made you go, hey, that looks better than it did in 2019. He's actually, he looks like he got a hold of the offense a little bit. He's actually,
But Mike,
nothing.
Mike,
no one ever said that, Rombo.
Honestly, Mike, though, do you ever notice any good plays from Jimmy all game long?
No, Ronbo, it's not about making good plays, Ronbo. Ryan fucking Fitzpatrick makes good plays.
Do you notice?
People make good plays.
Do you notice that Tom Brady makes mistakes? Do you notice that Mahomes makes mistakes? Do you notice that Aaron Rodgers makes mistakes? This is why I'm telling you, going off every time a guy makes a mistake is something I can do to every quarterback in the damn league. That's what I'm telling you. You expect perfection, it's not going to happen.
It's not about that, Rombo. What I'm talking about is the fact that this guy even had a shot. I get it. It wasn't in the Super Bowl, but he had a shot to the minute and 46 seconds left and a timeout. And I get it. The offensive line wasn't perfect. I get that.
Not perfect?
All right? There was some things
worse
that
than not
happened.
perfect.
There was some situations. I saw it there. I saw on the second to last drive when Shanny ran over there, when the offense came off and he was chewing Mack out on the sideline. Alex Mack, the center. He never got too close in proximity, but you seen him. He marched right over there. He didn't go to Jimmy. He didn't go to no one else. He went right to the center and chewed him out. And I'm not a freaking blind guy, Ron, but I was there in person. I saw it, all right? But I'm also telling you what I also saw. I saw a guy, forget the fourth freaking quarter, Ronbo, all right? I saw a guy in the third quarter who had opportunity after opportunity and blew it out of his ass. All right? We barely even touched the friggin' ball in the first half, and we went into halftime up by 10 points.
Mike, I never said Jimmy was doing a great job. I never said he did a great job.
The middle. That was with him. That was another 60-yard touchdown. Back-to-back weeks, this friggin' guy missed George for a friggin' touchdown. And not just a touchdown, but a momentum-changing play, the same way Jaquaski was when he dropped that friggin' pick. I saw that too.
Mike, he's gone.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mike, he's gone. He's gone.
Listen, I know he's gone, but at this point, it ain't about him being gone. It's about all you degenerates out there really getting your eyes screwed in with what was going on in the situation. Look, We like the kid in the draft. The kid we took in the draft just so happens to be the biggest project as far as time needing. He wasn't ready to play right away. He only played, a few snaps in 2 friggin' years. But everyone knew that, even before we
Okay,
picked
but
him.
where are you going
that
with
was
this?
what
Where are you going with
everyone
this?
said about him,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
All right, so regardless of what happened, Ronbo, they stuck it out with Jimmy. It was in their best interest for multiple reasons. 1, for Trey's development. 2, to try to boast up any kind of freaking value we can get for this guy. All right? So that way we could redeem a little bit of what we gave up. Because remember, we didn't just give up first-round picks for Trey. We also gave up, I think, a second or a third in this year's draft as well for him. So if we can recoup some of that in a trade for Jimmy, that makes a whole lot of sense. So they stuck it out. Plus, they knew the kid wasn't going to be ready. So for anyone to say, see, you don't like Trey because, he's not in there. He didn't choose to go with him. No, they knew he wasn't going to be ready.
No, hey, Mike, whoa. That has never been the narrative. The narrative is he doesn't like Jimmy. He doesn't trust him, which is ludicrous.
No, the narrative, he doesn't trust Jimmy Ronbo, because I got to tell you,
then Mike,
Mike,
explain. Why in hell don't you just get rid of him? You saved $25 million, and you don't have to be worried about him. You don't have to not trust him.
Ronbo, have you looked at the All-22?
Mike, I'm going to see all kinds of. I'm going to see the same thing you saw.
Do you see how many times
I'm
those
talking
guys
about what you
put
just
9
said.
friggin' people? They put 9 people inside of 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. They basically did what Frank Clark told Jimmy in the Super Bowl. Said, "You ain't going to win it, Jimmy. They pay you all that money to hand off the ball, Jimmy."
If you're the
and
coach,
that's exactly what the Rams said. They said, "You know what?
Mike,
We're going to come in. We're going to sell out the run because we know
what would you
Jimmy
have
ain't
done?
shit."
What would you have done? What kind of play would you call? What do you do?
Oh, Ronbo,
Tell me.
The plays were there. They were beautiful. There were slant plays.
Okay,
there
you
were
got
double
9
layer
guys in the
route
box.
plays. There were plays when Georgie dug over the middle and went out to the outside when there was no one else out there. And
what was
Jimmy didn't
Jimmy
even
doing?
look over there.
He didn't even look.
He didn't even look over there.
Mike,
he cut the freaking
you know what it's
field
like to
in
see a
half
guy that
like
weighs
a freaking
270 pounds
jerk-off
coming at you?
And didn't
You
even
can't
look
see
over
anything.
there, Ronbo.
Mike, you know how
This
fast that
guy,
line moves?
Oh, my God. Do me a favor, Ronbo. Look at the All-22 and count how many times Brandon Ayuk jumps up and down because he flat out missed him on a simple 10-yard, 15-yard cross pattern or post pattern route. Look it up. See how many times that happens, Ronbo.
So you're saying just pass the ball.
I'm not making this stuff up.
Pass the
You
ball.
can see it. It's all there
Mike,
for the whole world to see.
I get
you
it.
Can see
I
it.
get it. But you're saying just pass the ball, right? Just get rid of the ball, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying hit the friggin' guy that's open for a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Mike,
that's what I'm saying.
You got that
hit
much
the
time.
guy that's open in the Super Bowl to win the
Mike,
Super Bowl.
do you
that's
know?
what I'm saying, Ronbo.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Do you know if he even
it's so
seen the receiver or not? Did it look like he saw the receiver?
Do I see it? Yeah, Ronbo, he saw the receiver, and many times he looks right at him, and he double clutches the friggin' ball and taps it and shakes his little fucking feet around like
he's
fucking
leaving.
Cinderella or something over
Mike,
there.
he's
Forget
leaving.
about it. I mean, I don't even understand.
He's leaving. He's
I
leaving.
really
Mike.
don't understand.
You don't have to put up with it anymore.
You to see.
You don't have to put up with it anymore. I don't want to see any more of that game. I don't care. It's over. He's leaving.
You're right. I don't
want
to see any more of the game.
Yeah.
Just like I don't want to see any more of that bullshit. I don't want to see guys like Deebo Samuel who put their heart and soul and everything into it get crushed because they have to go back to the sideline and look at their little iPad and say, "Oh my God, Jimmy missed me again."
He's out of here,
Ronbo.
Mike. He's out of here, Mike.
Forget about it,
Mike,
Ronbo.
he's out of here. We're out of here. I'm leaving. I'm done. But anyway, Mike, you don't have to put
All
up with
right,
it anymore.
I appreciate it. I love you,
All right.
Ronbo. Hey,
Yeah,
Ronbo,
I love you too, fam.
I love you as a person, Ronbo. We're going to get this down. We're going to do it together. I love you as a person. I swear to God. You are a great guy. You're a great guy for even providing this platform and everything that you do, no matter what, win, lose, or draw. And I always respect you for that, Ronbo. Always, no matter what. Don't you ever forget about it, all right?
I did.
And I'm just going to tell you, I appreciate you, and I appreciate production. I appreciate the faithful. But I'm ready to be real. Let's be real about Trey. Let's be real about our team. Let's be real about shit from here on out. I appreciate it. Forget about it.
Next year, it'll be a whole other story, and maybe you won't be getting pissed off. All right? How about that?
Sounds good. I hope not, Ronbo. Sounds good.
All right.
All right. All right. You have a good night, Ronbo.
You too. Rest
Forget
easy,
about it.
fam. All right. Talk to you later.
All right.
It's always fun talking to Mike. Okay. Anyway, on that note, I'll see you Friday, and we can battle some more. Champagne says, Mike, he had a bad O-line all 4 years, all over the years. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Good quarterbacks have a decent O-line. He knows nada. And, the only thing is, Mike has to be right to some degree as far as he's got to hit those guys. But it is tough when guys are coming at you with that kind of a fury to see and do things quickly. And Jimmy's got a quick release. And I did notice that offensive line was getting crushed at the snap. But, he could have just threw the ball. I don't know what Jimmy could see. Mike seems to know what he could see. I couldn't see. All I could see was the front line offense getting crushed. I mean, really crushed. And I guess, I don't know, maybe it was Jimmy's fault. I wasn't sitting on the sideline. I certainly wasn't at the line of scrimmage. I wasn't Ayuk out there waving his arms around like Mike says. I don't know. But Jimmy's gone. All right. Let's see what we do next time. Okay. There, I'll be back Friday for more fun and the adventures of Ronbo Sports. Have a great night. Thanks for the contributions, guys. And